man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over. Not tired, I'm inspired, rewired. I know just what is required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages, looking brighter. Already paid up the fight, but my game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do you, I'ma make mine. You gon' read me in the headlines. Always go up, I don't know a decline. On the glow up, getting better with time. Yeah, I'm about to hit my prime.
The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams, we must defend. And we know what we represent.
So we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. I hope you're ready for battle, you better get on the saddle. We got some demons to tackle, yeah. We about to put on a show. These haters don't even know. They're in too deep like a hole. And they about to find out what it means when you enter into my house. How it feels when you always seem to strike out. Cause I don't lose, no I win, I go all out.
The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams, we must defend. Represent.
So we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end.
They can feel the storm, it's coming. They can hear the drum beat thumping. Off in the distance, we're the resistance. They gon' be the one who's running. They can feel the storm, it's coming. They can hear the drum beat thumping. Off in the distance, we're the resistance. They gon' be the one who's running. They can feel the storm, it's coming. They can hear the drum beat thumping. Off in the distance, we're the resistance. They gon' be the one who's running. They can feel the storm, it's coming. They can hear the drum beat thumping. Off in the distance, we're the resistance. They gon' be the one who's running. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. This is our calling, this is our calling. This is our calling, this is our calling.
That was the coolest intro ever. Easily. I love it. Absolutely love it. What do you think, Ethan?
Well, I like it because it almost captures the excitement of being there. It was really fun, man. Being at that race. People who watch NASCAR at home, they don't understand what it actually feels like.
Yep.
It must feel for you like, you know how like when you're at a theme park and you're about to get on the scariest roller coaster in the theme park and you've got that rush of adrenaline right when it takes off. Yeah. It's got to be like that for you times 1,000.
Yeah.
Seeing that and the enormous racetrack at a 45-degree angle, all of those other racers who don't give a shit. I mean, they're there to win it. You're about to get in there, get tucked into your seat. Everybody's watching you all over the country.
Yeah, it was wild. It's cool because my spotter was in my microphone, and he was like, deep breaths, man, deep breaths. And I'm like, I'm fine, man. Leave me alone. He's like, deep breaths. We're about to go green. He's like, just breathe. And I'm like, I think he thinks I'm freaking out. But I was actually like, I was focused and I was ready to go. Learned a lot. I learned so much that's so valuable because nothing could prepare you for it until you're there. Because in the first part of the race, I was holding on for dear life. The second part, we got in a pack and we followed this pack all the way to the front. We set my record time at Talladega. We were running 185 miles an hour for 30 laps straight. It was crazy, man. It was awesome. And we bested half the field and we were first on our team. So I'm excited, man.
It was great.
Every day when I think about it, especially when Texas Mofo made that video, I was like, this is the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You ready to do it again? Because you're doing it again in like 4 days.
Yeah, we're doing it again at Dover, and Dover is even crazier because it's a track that you're driving. Like you have to drive that track. You have to be really aggressive.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, at Talladega, you put it to the floor and you just hold on, right? So the car, and then you try to. It's a completely different sport. When you're drafting and stuff, that's completely different than running a short track, which is what Dover technically is. So you have to drive. You have to consciously drive fast and consciously hit your marks and work on your entry, your brakes, conserving tires. A lot of different stuff goes into it. So it's gonna be very cool. But usually when tracks require a lot of driver input, I'm better at them. Right? Like at Pensacola, we finished 10th, and I beat cars that had the big scary engines. And I beat them in we were running an R5. So we beat them because I'm better at those tracks. But speaking of beating people, Mint, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It was quite a time. It was fun to see you go vroom. I quite enjoyed it. Oh boy. I was streaming my Talladega experience.
Yeah.
And I saw you racing like on those big screens. But like I arrived late and I was trying to get from like the outfield to the infield, and like probably half of the time that you were racing, I was on the tram trying to get to the infield.
Yeah.
But once I got to the infield, I saw more of you racing. Also, what's crazy is how loud it is up in the top where all the people are versus like where the pit is. It's like a little quieter. Do you know why?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Why?
Because the exhaust points to the right.
Oh.
Yeah, the exhaust comes off the car and goes to the right in front of the right front or the right rear wheel. So it's all pointing at the stands for this by design. Yes, it's like I point them at those motherfuckers. They'll love it. Just spray them in the face. We had a lot of fun, and I got this awesome piece, which I'm gonna have to cover this on like clear tape, I think, just so it doesn't get rubbed off. I got this. My helmet, which was signed by everybody that was there. You can't even see it, unfortunately, but you can see the Cyberfrog on the back. That I'm pretty sure Ethan drew that.
Drunk off my ass. Yeah.
So that's really cool. I'm gonna put clear tape all over all of it so it doesn't rub off. But that was really cool. I was also drunk, and I was like, "Everybody saw my helmet, please."
Yeah, that was fun.
But I was so glad everybody was there and got to experience it, especially like for the first time, because like you said, when you watch it on TV, it's like nothing. And then when you're there, you're like, oh, wow, they are going way faster than I thought.
But you can feel it. Like it's it's like listening to music on the radio versus going to see the concert. Like almost anything sounds great when it's that loud. And going to NASCAR, you're just walking up to get a beer at the hot dog stand, and the cars it's quiet. And then you like that. Chest, and you're like, damn, dude, the cars zip around. It's a great experience. It's so much fun, and it's a family atmosphere. A lot of kids watching, and big fans. They know the racers, they know the cars, the drivers. It's really neat. I like it, and God bless the South too. I mean, now we're going to Dover, so the people around there will be a little bit more, a tri-state area.
Yeah,
man, they're so nice down there in Alabama. People are
great, and people just you can just do whatever. It's a really cool experience, and also to have you in the garage with Cecil. And a lot of people don't realize this, but that's something you don't get to do no matter what, unless you're on a team. So it's really cool that you can just bring people. Like I can personally be like, hey, let's put these people on this list, and then you just get to come.
I told Cecil there. Cecil, by the way, wouldn't appreciate it. He just wouldn't. I had to tell him, I said, Cecil, listen, I want you to understand how privileged we are to be here. You don't understand how lucky we are. There are people who love NASCAR and would give their balls to get what we're getting right now, to just be able to walk around freely, like behind the scenes. The pit, when you came in to refuel and your father yelled at you,
Yes.
that was a great moment. But we were right there. Like people were in the stands across the way, didn't have the view that we had. We smelled the exhaust. We were right fucking there. It was extraordinary, and it made me a fan. It was just my first race, but it did make me a fan. It made me anxious to go back and see it again.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. And you'll be doing the same thing at the next one. Be in the garage. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never been to Dover, so I don't even know what to expect. So I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's hit this super chat from Billy Hatcher real quick. Billy Hatcher, my boy, you got to hang out with us at the table. He said, I had fun hanging out with you and Ethan and Cecil after the race, and I was also scared seeing you in a group of cars. But winning in the top 10 is good for a rookie. And McDowell got screwed over at the end. Yeah, he looked like he about died. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I appreciate you. And thank you for signing my helmet and joining the Pink Boy Brigade. Keep in mind, every $100 super chat or more goes on my car at Kansas. People keep asking, where's my name? I'm like, yeah, we're at Talladega. It's at Kansas. We're going to do it at Kansas. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. And we're going to be in a really fast car at Kansas. So the team was really impressed with how we did at Talladega and how we handled stuff under pressure, because no one else went 3 wide except for a couple people up front and then my goofy ass. If you actually look on ARCA's Instagram, it's their main picture on Instagram right now. It's just me.
So 3 wide is you. It's 3 cars like running the same speed, like lined up together.
Yeah, like right
and
side by side.
Yeah, and like anybody could, like you could have gotten fucked up there, dude. You were right in the middle of a sandwich.
Yeah,
it was a scary moment.
Terrifying. It was terrifying. You'll hear it on the video I put out tomorrow. We have all the radio communications, and my spotter's just middle 3 for like 10 minutes. Middle 3, middle 3, middle 3, middle 3, middle 3, middle 3. It was wild. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I appreciate you. G Dash says, Ethan, you should hire Cody's video editor. He must have free time since Cody's streaming less with full-time racing. I don't put out videos very often. Yeah, I put that on Twitter. I was like, yeah, I'm taking a step back from YouTube because I just can't do it. I won't be able to stream as much, which is just killing me, but got to do what you got to do. G-Dash, thank you so much. Otto Ramel says, I had to leave for a bit to drop my son off, and then when I got back, you were down a lap. What happened? So the first group were in like a 8 to 10 car like draft, and usually there's cautions at Daytona, and I was still learning everything, and I was following another guy, and he was a car length off the guy in front of him, and I was half a car length off of him, and didn't really know how close I was supposed to get, and we were slowing down a lot, so they caught us right at the end of the green flag run before the caution. If they wouldn't have, we'd have been fine. But they caught a lot of people, so there were still a lot of positions up for grabs, and then I got into the lucky dog position right after the restart and held it for 10 laps and was waiting for a caution, and it never came. So we were pretty much boned, but we got in a second pack, and I got all the way up to like 11th in that pack. So we were running 11th in line. Could have got a top 10, but just the cautions. There's usually 20 cautions at Talladega, and there were 0. So no one wrecked, which is good. Would you rather finish 10th and wreck or 17th and not wreck? I would rather finish 17th because wrecking is expensive. Thank you, Otto. I appreciate you. Massive Lions. Hey, EBS Mint and everyone in chat. How you doing, buddy? Jay Bama fan says, deep breaths, Mint. Slow. Deep breaths. Thank you, Jay Bama fan. I appreciate you. Snapu says, Cody, when are you going to get the Mountain Dew and Dow Chemical sponsor? Also make Dylan Hart proud. Keep the dream alive. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Love you. Katie did a podcast, or Katie did's channel, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Katie did. Appreciate you. I love you. 200 Watt says, congrats. What's it like meeting Frankie Muniz? I've met him before, and he's super nice. Super, super nice. Junebug says, congrats on working towards your dream and racing. Thank you. I appreciate you. Helena said, did Ginger edit that? It was Texas Mofo. My Ginger is putting out one tomorrow. And Danish says, most importantly, did you beat Frankie Muniz? He finished 9th, and I finished 17th. That little bastard. But
17 out of 34. Is that directly in the middle?
That was directly in the middle.
It's Cody in the middle now.
Yeah.
No Malcolm in the middle. Sorry.
Here's Andrea watching the race live. Are you watching? Of course I am. Love you too. 18. That's her like watching you place. I'm like, yeah, 16. Woo! Then she goes, 9 to go out of 60. Things should change up right about now. This is it. 17. So we were sitting there texting each other back and forth over your excellent. She was at home watching. She videoed the whole thing. Everybody's proud of you, man. It was a good time. It was just fun. It just felt good, you know?
Yeah. Getting out of a clean car that's not destroyed and having everybody like hug you. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. This was awesome. I'm really happy I did that. Yeah, Eric Barber says your career average finish in ARCA is like 13th, which is awesome. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Because the last race you finished 10th. Billy Hatcher says, was Mint at the table? I think I met you. Yeah, man, she was sitting right beside you, Billy. What the hell? She was literally
Yeah.
Right
I met you, Billy.
Yeah.
You're on my live stream and everything. We were
Yeah.
talking about Arkham Knight on your the Switch thing, the Switch console.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Arkham Knight. I was with him as well. Great game. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. Mange Truck Cappy Davis says felt bad for Munez. He got a huge pit penalty. Yeah, I didn't speed in the pits, bitches. It was 3,200 in second, and I blew it a little coming out, but they didn't get me. They didn't nab me, so I guess I didn't hit the timing line, which is good. Thank you, Mange. Elephant says 5th or better, Coos. Congrats. Thank you, Elephant. I appreciate you. So we got a lot planned for the future. It's going to be awesome. Dover is Friday at 5 p.m. It's like a night race, I think. So that's going to be really cool. So make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be 150 laps, and it's going to be brutal because Dover is not it's not like Talladega or Daytona. I'm going to be barely able to get out of the car after Dover. I know how it's going to be. I'm going to be worn out, can't lift my arms. It's going to be brutal.
Is it going to be on TV again? I mean, people can watch it at home.
It'll be on Fox Sports 1. Same shit, different day. Malik says, move over, Lightning McQueen. There's a newer king on track. Thank you, Malik. I appreciate you. I love you. Cryptic Comics says it needs to bring a Cyberfrog car to a CG Fan Fest when it happens. We could make it happen. I know ways to do it where you don't have to actually get a full-fledged beast car for $100,000. You could get a shell and put a cool wrap on it and have it somewhere for appearances. Base Bunny with Tim P. Let you have a frog on the car too. I think he might. I'll talk to him. Thank you, Base Bunny. I appreciate you. I don't think he'd mind. He's super cool. Joseph says, you goddamn right. You did it. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude, it's been great. I'm very glad it happened. There was no drama. You know what? There's been a lot of drama and there's been a lot of things going on lately and a lot of people angry at everybody. And this weekend kind of felt like it pulled a lot of things together and everybody could kind of look past everything and just see what we were doing and how it was
what we should be doing.
What we should be doing. And there's still people that are pissed. Of course, there's always people that are pissed. But it was really
pissed. Who could possibly be angry after this excellent weekend? Who could possibly be bitter? It just doesn't seem like the right energy, the right spirit to be in right now. It's great.
Yeah, you know how people are. Like if I don't finish top 15, I'm a loser. If I don't finish top 10, if I do finish top 15, I'm still a loser. If I finish top 10, then, it was because something happened on the track that made it to where I finished top 10. If I won, it was crazy. They would be like, oh, well, NASCAR's stupid and you're stupid. That's not, you can't win. So, they're
just jealous.
They're jealous that we were having such a good time. And I got to live the dream of driving. My dream was just to drive around Talladega at speed, let alone my first time ever around Talladega was racing. In the actual sport was really interesting, to be honest, that they let me out there. I was 3 wide, and there was a car on the outside, and it hit me a little, just bumped me. And
I've seen it. Yeah,
I was in the middle. I can't even believe. I can't even explain it. I was just terrified. I was stressed, but also focused, crazy, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, this is my first experience in the draft is in 3 wide right now. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, you were during the 3 wide. You got they call a donut, and you could see right here. This is the battle damage that the car took. At one point, you banged up against the car next to you, and then there's also this.
Yep.
Right through Comicsgate, unfortunately. I was like, that was a dangerous predicament.
Yeah, I felt it too. Felt the bump. It's terrible.
I'm curious, when you're steering at that high of a speed, how fine do your controls have on the wheel? How fine do your controls have to be?
Yeah, you have to be very it's very fine-tuned stuff. I mean, they compare it to fighter pilot stuff. One of the drivers, Ryan Roulette, is an active fighter pilot in the Air Force. And he was actually on my team. He was in the 12 car, and he's a good dude. And yeah, it's very precise. And they give you a 16-to-1 steering box. So because if they gave you an 8-to-1, that means every degree is 8 degrees on the wheel where it is on the steering shaft. Yeah, you would just die in 8-1. You'd just touch it and you'd fly over. But with a 16, I think I was using a 16. You can kind of be loose with it, but just hold your line because the car wants to swing out. And when there's air on the outside, you can see it on the front stretch actually in this video right here. I'll show you. We were coming down the front stretch, and the car on the outside, what's his name? Jason Kitzmiller. He was outside on my quarter panel, and it pulled me all the way to the top lane. And it was the scariest thing because it's just, you can't really control it. It just sucks you up. It's like a tornado, right? And you can see it right here. Coming to the front stretch, probably right here. Oh, wait, nope, he's dead. Hold on. This is the highlight video. We need the full race. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So right here, we go green. Here we are on the outside. So when we go on the front stretch right here, you'll see my car get sucked up into this car. And it was terrifying. You can see my ass end try to pull out towards the car because he's going 185. I'm going 185. And the air is it's trying to pull you in. It's like a big wake. If you imagine like water, it's like a wake. Watch it. It pulls me up right here. Just sucks me up.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. It's freaking terrifying. And it keeps doing it. It keeps trying to pull you up into that wake of that.
And you have to correct it, but you got to not overcorrect it or you're going to probably flip.
Yeah, it's not just driving down the interstate. It's there's air just pulling you left and right. And imagine, you put your hand out the window when you're going 80 miles an hour, and this is 180 miles an hour. So it's a wild experience. But I'm glad it happened. I'm very, very thankful it happened because a year ago, if you told me I would have raced at Talladega in real life, I would have been like, yeah, you're lying. That's never gonna happen. So thanks to everybody that supported me. It's been really, really cool to see. My boy Rob says, fun to see you finished up in a few places from the starting positions too. That car looked great out there. I mean, it's all over ARCA stuff, Rob. It's all over all their media. They just, I guess they love the car too. And they showed it a lot. There's actually almost 10 minutes of footage during the race where my car's on screen. And there's cars that race all season. And they don't even get 30 seconds. We had 10 minutes nearly because I did the timestamps for it today for my editor with the radio communication. And yeah, it's pretty wild. What was your favorite part about the whole experience, Ethan?
I think my favorite part was being there with my son, who is a mechanic. And I mean, that was some really, really good bonding time, father and son bonding time, which he wanted. And it was his world. And you opened his eyes to a whole different aspect of what his career already is. And he actually said, he's like, maybe I'll be a race car driver. Maybe I'll do what Cody's doing. He's 25 years old, so you better get started now.
He's young enough. I mean, I started at 31, and I'm 34 now, and we're in NASCAR. So, I mean, him knowing me, I mean, we could make that happen. We totally make that happen.
Yeah, he really enjoyed hanging out with the other guys who were turning wrenches, who were talking about the engines and everything. That was like, it was really good. It was fun to see him enjoy that and get to share that with him. And I appreciate that. That was a big favor to me. A gift.
He was great. He kept asking me just random questions. It was awesome. I like talking about this stuff. A lot of people don't realize this, but I love talking about this stuff, every aspect of it. So it's good that we're having the stream because it's fun. It's really therapeutic for me. But he kept asking me all these questions, and I was answering all those questions. And then afterwards, I was just reflecting, and we were watching the Xfinity race, and he just like, you want another drink? And I'm like, yeah, I just love this man. I really like this kid. So you want another drink? I'm like, yeah, dude. He just keeps bringing them to me. I was like,
I mean, it doesn't hurt. And this is the other. I keep showing my iPhone here. By the way, I just tweeted out the battle damage pictures. I don't know if you took pictures of the battle damage, but people would like to see that.
Oh yeah.
This is another great aspect of Talladega and NASCAR. This is the menu. And as you can see, chicken tenders and fries, $4.
Holy shit.
Cheeseburger and fries, $4. A hot dog, $2. And French fries, $2. And the beers were also $2. And that is, where does that exist in reality? A hot dog at like the Phillies ballpark, $18.
Jesus.
They soak you over there. $30 for a beer.
Yeah, they were like beers were like $4 at Talladega.
And the food was good. I mean, the beer sucked. Let's be honest. It was like Bud Light and Bud, just water. But the food was actually very tasty. I ate 2 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs. It was good stuff.
Yeah, I ate a pulled pork sandwich, and it just woke me up because I was in that car all day. God, it was good.
But you needed it. You were probably just starched.
Yeah, dude, it was
great.
It was awesome. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. He says Matt Barr says congrats on the race, dude. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Otto Ramel says I was watching you in the Lucky Dog and was waiting for that caution, dude. I was in the. You'll hear it on the in the video tomorrow with the radio. But my spotter was like, "You're first in Lucky Dog. You're first in Lucky Dog. Stay there." And I'm like, yeah, come on, please caution, because if a caution comes out, I can't finish worse than 16th. That's kind of how that works. You can only finish better now. So getting that lap back was imperative, but we just never got a caution. These ARCA guys, for the first time in history, didn't kill each other, which was very unexpected. And it's funny because people were like, the race is boring. And I'm like, if everybody wrecks at Daytona, you call it boring. And if no one wrecks, you call it boring. What the hell do you want? Jesus. Thank you, Otto Ramel. I appreciate you for the awesome orange boy. I think it was the 73 who lost his engine. Yeah, Andy. I was sad when I saw that. Thought you were going to get back on the lead lap, and then he got off the track and didn't raise a caution. Yeah, when he got off the track, I was like, man, we're going to do it. We're getting that caution, and they just didn't give us that caution. So thank you, Otto. I appreciate you so much for all your love. Thank you. Can somebody please explain how the pit worked, please? So Sleepy, there's a lot of super chats, by the way. I'm trying to go through them. By the way, a quarter of the way to Naked Snake for the 298th time in a row. Thank you, Sleepy. Can someone explain how the pit works? So we have active live pit stops, or I forget what they're called. Live pit stops under the caution. In ARCA, you don't lose positions under pit. It's just like every other sport across the world, with the exception of like the biggest ones. Almost no auto sport has competitive pit stops except for the top ranks in NASCAR and like Formula One and shit. Basically, you just pull in, they do a race break for commercial break and caution, and you can change your tires, fill up, and then you go back and line up to wherever you were on the track at the finish. So that's how we do it in ARCA, because there's just not enough people. There's some race teams out there that have 3 people working on them, right? So yeah, you'd be booked, because there's teams that have $100 million in their budget, and there's teams that have 50,000. So you don't want to penalize the 50,000 people, and then eventually you only have 9 cars on the track, right? So that's the issue, really. Billy Hatcher says, I told Ethan that he should sponsor Anime Monster in Houston this year and bring over a car with Cyberfrog on it too, next to the Miku cars. Can you imagine?
What's the Miku car?
The Hatsune Miku, like Vocaloid cars, like the anime cars, and then there's just a Cyberfrog car. It'd be hilarious. Thank you, Billy. The Am, member for 2 months, says Mandy said she was there, but she never found y'all. She should have texted us, one of us. That's how I found Billy. He just kept messaging me on Twitter. Helena says, Holy Ozone, text me 20 minutes before your race. Goat Fran. My BF has never seen me go to sleep from asleep to awake so fast. Fuck drug commercials. Thank you, Helena. Ethan going shirtless. J Bama fans. Thank you. Everybody's making fun of Cecil for being short. And I'm like, Cecil already knows he's short, by the way, on the pictures we posted. It's like, Cecil's so little. I'm like, everybody knows he's little. They've known he's little forever.
It's usually little guys that get beefed up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see some guy with big gorilla arms, he's like 5 feet tall, because it's compensation. Like a guy like me who's 6 foot, I don't care if I've got the big dad belly, because I've got the height. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah.
Nothing to prove. But Cecil, because he's like 4'8", like he's he's a little guy. Yeah.
He's so little. He's adorable. I love him. Thank you, Stealth. X5 says hello. Thank you, Stealth. Helena says, I'm bobbing so hard with Miss Sally. I got my book. Look at her over there just drawing.
Oh, yeah. I think you'll like this one. It's based off of a photo that was taken of you wearing the Cyberfrog hat, but instead of you, it's Cyberfrog with the Camelot hat. It's a reference to that photo.
That's actually pretty cool.
You're holding the hat.
There. Yeah, that's funny. I posted a really cool picture with me with the Cyberfrog hat. There it is. I think this is just an excellent picture. It just it looks like it belongs. All of this looks great. So this picture right here, I'm just had the Cyberfrog hat. next to the frog car.
Yes.
And
Yeah, that's great, man. I saw them take that picture, and the person got down on like a knee, and like I was like, oh man, a low angle like hero shot of Cody right now. That's fucking awesome. It looks great.
I was just looking at the American flag. It was funny. This is gonna sound hyper gay. Get everybody get prepared for this. I was looking at the American flag, and they were playing the anthem, and like all these things are running through my head about being a kid and all this weird stuff, like like trying to be very present in the moment. And I got a little teary because I was like, I can't believe I'm here right now. I just can't believe this is fucking happening. This is what I was thinking when they took this picture. I was like, I cannot believe that I'm here right now. Standing on pit road, about to go race at Talladega, listening to the anthem. It was just very American. And I really enjoyed that moment a lot. It was a good moment. Very, very good moment. Yeah, I loved it, dude. I cannot
get more American than that. That is America. Yeah, lately I'm hearing the national anthem and I'm tearing up a little bit too. I don't know why. I never did before, but like, in this day and age when Joe Biden is president and everything seems like shit, and you just like you listen to the lyrics closely about like, is our flag still there? And I'm like, like it is still there. We're still fighting and we're still under siege, but fighting for freedom. Yeah, it really gets to me. I gotta say. But in that environment where everyone is so very like patriotic already, it's just a great place to go. It's really like restorative almost.
Yeah, it's almost like a weird thing that we have connected to the past and the present. It's like the past, and just 20 years ago, everybody was on the same page. It's like, okay, we can have our differences, but we like stand for the flag, and we remember the people that gave their life so that we can exist here. And now it's almost as if that was a different reality, and it was something that happened 100 years ago, and now everybody online is just, there's this picture the other day of people that were protesting and they all had American flags, and then it shows like Congress and they all had Ukrainian flags.
Oh
and I'm like,
God, dude.
Everything feels ass backwards now and weird.
So disgusting, man. That actually pisses me off with the Ukrainian flag stuff.
Yeah,
it's enough already.
It's so
Stop
weird.
Giving money to these people. What is going on? Knock it off.
Yeah, for real. Please, God, my taxes are killing me. Mange, Mint, are you doing Nicky Snakey? Mint always does Nicky Snake. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mint. Appreciate you. Richard, nothing wrong with us short kings. Women can't handle us at 5'12". They don't deserve us at 6 feet. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you, dude. Wish you were there, Richard, for the success, because Daytona sucked, but this one was awesome. We will be racing Daytona next year. That is happening. I already talked to the team about it. We're going to set that up. The issue is Daytona is the one, right? It's the dream one, the big one, and the teams know that. They take advantage of that. So I'm going to start funding, like, after Charlotte. I'm going to start talking about Daytona just to lock it down so we get to run at Daytona, because that's a big one. Dude, it's nighttime. There's a gajillion fans there. There's, like, jets. When we were at Daytona, there was jets. The Blue Angels were just flying around us overhead. It was the craziest shit. They came 100 feet from the garage, and it was so ear-piercing loud. It just gone. And it was crazy. I've never experienced anything like it. And I was like, man, we're about to go out here and race. And then the car wasn't capable of doing shit, so we didn't get to race. But it was crazy, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to do that next year. It's gonna be crazy. It's basically just Daytona. It's Talladega, just like narrower. There's only 3 lanes instead of like Talladega has like 6. Thank you, Q Revere. Commercial break my ass. Thank you so much. Whole race was CP. Thank you. I appreciate you. Rock Solok says congrats on the amazing run. Thank you, Rock Solid. I appreciate you, dude, so much. Yeah, it was awesome. I've never been this relieved my entire life. I don't know. Like every day, I wake up and I'm like, man, life is awesome. I just think I look at I watch all the videos again and all the footage again, and I'm like, this is crazy. I know I sound like a dumbass and a little kid, but I just, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. And the video we're releasing tomorrow with all the radio communications are going to knock your socks off. I listened to all of it today for hours. It was just so exciting.
How long's the video going to be?
Oh God, probably about 20 minutes, I'd imagine. And it's going to have all the radio footage. That's, very important. There's a lot of stuff just talking about just random stuff that doesn't really work. But when I'm 3 wide and we're talking about random shit. I like was talking about how scared I was under the caution. I was like, yeah, that was the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And the team was like, oh, you did exactly what you're supposed to do, man. You did great. And the president of the team came on the radio afterwards and was like, you did awesome, dude. This is so great. It's so great to see you out there, like mixing it up with these fast cars. And it was just a lot of fun. It was really cool. And that'll all be in the video. Krogu. It took $3 bajillion to get Eric on Fox. It took 100K to make your dream real, make you smile and get Cyberfrog on TV. CG wins every time. That frog was on the TV for 10 solid minutes, which is probably more than any other car except for the winner. And it's on the ARCA page. ARCA's Instagram has it on there. Everything. It's crazy. It's everywhere. And that 3-wide shot will probably be in the highlight, like bump up highlights when they show like free previews for Daytona and Talladega, like that for the years coming. That 3-wide shot of me 3-wide will probably be in that forever for the next.
That was a great moment.
Yeah, because that doesn't happen. You don't see 3-wide and people are touching each other in an ARCA race. Usually they keep it really timid, but they did not on me. They just wanted to get around my ass. Cyberfrog at Daytona, the Bammers will be there. Maybe. We'll see. Thank you, J Bam. I appreciate you. The sky's the damn limit. What was your favorite part, Mint, about the whole Talladega experience?
Oh boy. Honestly, it's kind of the surround sound aspect of watching the cars on the screen, and also like every 45 seconds just hearing the cars go vroom. That was fun. I got used to it because it was like really loud, and then like after the end of the Xfinity race, I was like, oh well, I'm used to it now. I can go to another one. Who needs air protection? I don't, but I should have actually had ear protection.
Yeah, you don't think about it. When you're in the car at that speed, you actually don't hear. All you can hear is wind and my radio. That's all I hear is radio and wind. And then if you start almost getting to the rev limiter, when we were in the really high speed draft, you could hear a high pitch whine.
Mm.
And
Is it hot?
Oh yeah, it's like 140 degrees in the car.
Oh geez.
And that's why I was completely just wet when I got out of the car. And then we went and sat in the infield for the Xfinity race, and I heard it every 50 seconds. It just sounds like Banshees, just it's all you hear is this like just wall of sound. And I was like, oh, is that what it sounded like for my race? That sounds great.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
It honestly adds a level of immersion that you can't get anywhere else other than being there. Like it truly is a different experience. Like my first car race ever, first time watching a cars go vroom. I've never even seen a NASCAR race on TV before this point.
Oh, that's great. That's even better.
Now I'm like, all right, I'm down. Let's go. But only in person.
Yeah.
Are you coming to Dover, Mint?
I got to drive the C2E2, and I'll be in Chicago by then. So I will not be going to Dover.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I do want to go to another one, though.
The boys are going to a baseball game on Thursday, and I talked to Andrea about it. I was just like, I could go to the baseball game. I could fly in to Chicago and go see their game. It's at 1:30, and then fly back over to Dover from Chicago that night, and then be there in time easily because the race isn't until 6 p.m. And then Hunter would drive down to Dover and then drive me home. That's a possibility. That was a very busy weekend, but I could do it. Andrea,
it's like a James Bond. You're like a James Bond character.
Yeah, I don't want to do all this traveling, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to go to Dover. I'll just drive down there. Should be nice. Look at your car. It looks good. Good job.
Thank you. I'm not really good at cars, so that means a lot.
They're not easy to draw.
I like Cyberfrog's face. I think Cyberfrog's face has just such a perfect design. He's just kind of pissed yet kind of adorable. You know,
that's what frogs look like. If you look at a frog, they're like
they're just kind of pissed looking.
They're frown. Yeah, they're frowny all the time. That's why I like them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the frog is great, man. Frog is great. I would love to have a frog or something to that nature on a car all year, and then it would be astronomical. But have something like that all year and just have it. What's the word? Have it recognized on TV and everybody knows what it is. because I've already had 4 people message me and be like, their kids saw the frog car and that you're their new favorite driver because he's the frog car, and I'm like,
that's easy to remember. Like little kids would see that, and I mean, the branding is really good. I got to tell you,
yeah,
I understand. Like the branding, just aside from the fact that it's mine, you know what I mean? Like, so I understand that I'd be like, prejudiced. But it really is good. I mean, little kids see it. It looks way more interesting than, Heinz ketchup or something like that, branding on a car.
exactly.
And they remember you. And somebody said, like, a mommy told me, and I think she's probably in the audience now, her son watched it and was just like, I want to grow up to drive the Cyberfrog car. Like, there's the Cyberfrog car, you know what I mean? That's always there. And one day he could grow up to drive it, in NASCAR. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, it's great. I love it. I just love all the positive reception to it. It's really, really cool. Squid, congrats, bro. Great to see you going places. Wish I could have made it out. Nothing against NASCAR, but I always love rallycross more. I also love rallycross. Thank you so much, Squid. I appreciate you, Squid, for all your love and support. Holy Ozone said, Mint, you designing a new rap over there? Gonna be hard to beat that frog.
It will be hard to beat that. I'm not trying to beat the frog. The frog is pretty much perfect design. Like honestly, the frog car is the most aesthetically pleasing car I've ever seen.
You know what? Should we just I could get Joshua Lamb just for fun. Do you want to see what a Salamandroid car would look like?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You want to just, because he's already got the templates. I could just pay him to design what the Salamandroid car would look like. And worst comes to worst, we just make a die cast of it. But it'd be fun to see it. I'm like very curious.
I would love to see that. What would the base colors for that car be, you think?
Blue and purple. Some pinks in there, yellow.
That'd be wicked. There's my Ryan Blaney ran a purple, like I think body armor car last year in the Cup Series, and it was my favorite car of all time. It was awesome. Purple and black, purple, black, blue. That'd be wicked, dude. That would really stand out. He obviously knows what he's doing. So
I'm gonna send him a message right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. What the hell?
Let's do it.
And we'll make the money back in super chats anyway. So we just want to pay Joshua.
MTB Steve says, congrats on your first Super Speedway finish. I watched you race on Saturday, and then I went to Long Beach Grand Prix on Sunday. Fast cars all weekend. Hell yeah, dude. It was awesome, MBT Steve. And now I'm ready for Daytona because I understand how this works. The first half of the race at Talladega was all learning. The last half was me giving it balls. And my dad I got out of the car. My dad hugged me and he was like, you were hauling ass that whole 37 laps, the last 37 laps, just balls to the wall. I ran my fastest lap, like the 3rd lap or 6th lap of that second run. It was a fast lap too, 185 miles an hour. It was awesome. Thank you, NBC Steve. Joseph, perfect opportunity to make a video about every aspect of racing, the names, phrases, how the points work, how the rules work, and how they are applied. That'll probably come naturally in all these things. Yeah, the purple and yellow black Mamba, or the yellow Mamba Kobe Bryant car, rock solid. Exactly, that's what I meant. That's the car I'm talking about. Wicked car. Carlos, you bitch. Trent Westbrook with an orange super chat says, congratulations to you all for an amazing achievement. Thank you, Trent Westbrook. People were really stunned when, because everybody loved the car. And then I was like, yeah, this is the guy that he started the Cyberfrog comic. And they're like, oh, holy shit. He's just standing over here. like, yeah, that's the guy. He's right there. He did this.
Yeah, I spoke to a couple of people who were just walking by and were just like, Cyberfrog. Oh, that's awesome. Like looking at the car. Like it really was an eye catcher. And, I got him on. I got them on interview for my live stream.
Oh, really nice. Rock on. Thank you, Trent. Appreciate you, Trent. We love you, Trent. Thank you so much, man. Billy Hatcher says, dare I say it, Cyberfrog car looked even better than Jeff Gordon's car. I think you're right. Every time I see it, I changed all my pictures on all of my social medias backgrounds to the Cyberfrog car because I'm pretty gay. So I changed all of it to Cyberfrog because it just looks so damn good. I mean, look, I have a Cyberfrog hat just sitting right here, sitting on my stream. So
let's just do it. I mean, let's go ahead and make t-shirts and stuff and just fucking do it.
Yeah, dude.
We did have a t-shirt mocked up.
Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I love you. Andres, Ethan, do you think it could increase sales or is it more about brand recognition? I think both, but brand recognition is kind of the thing, But both for sure. Thank you, Andre Perez. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, like I'm not even thinking about selling more books for like directly from this. It's more like, yeah, it is brand recognition.
Yeah, that's mainly what it's all about nowadays. In the 90s, there was a little bit of ROI on it. Not really anymore. It's more about brand recognition, which is what it's always like. The Lowe's car, the Home Depot car, it was all about brand recognition. Because it's mainly little kids seeing their favorite car. That's kind of how it worked back in the day, and kind of still today. I mean, look at all the kids that loved it. Seeing the Cyberfrog car, which was an honor to drive. Alan Jones says, Cyberfrog car is one of the best paint schemes I've ever seen on a race car. It's awesome seeing you accomplish your dreams. And Alan Jones is a big race fan, so that means a lot. Thank you, Alan Jones. I appreciate you. We'll be running it again at Dover Friday at 5 p.m. It'll be on Fox Sports 1, 4:30, 5 p.m. And of course, I'll be there. It's going to be very interesting. I've never been to that track, but I usually can get caught up pretty fast to how the track is. So it's going to be a lot of cool. You want me to share this?
Yeah, let's take a look at this. We got this t-shirt design here. Even though it says, it looks Cody needs to be fixed with the C there. But this was and we would change the car so it actually looks like the car.
Yeah.
That's the back. And then the front would just be like this with your number. I don't know, it might be cool.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I'd love to have one and wear it all season. Because I would. For sure.
That's a really cool design.
Yeah, it just looks NASCAR. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get them started on this too. Let's go. And a hat. Let's do a hat.
Yeah, we could. I'll wear that all year long too. A good deal.
You could do a Trump variation for 2024.
Make NASCAR great again. And it's green. it's Cyberfrog. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, no, I think it'd be great. And I think there'll be some opportunities in the near future to like do a collab thing to make sure we can get something cool happening. I think Ashtara says looks great. It does. It really, really does. Sebastian, EBS used to sponsor Cyberfrog car for the entire season. It would make Cyberfrog a household name. Just think Mellow Yellow and Kyle Petty. Good point.
Somebody beat me to it.
Yeah, somebody did beat him to it. But we'll figure something out for sure. And 2025 is wide open as well. So that's going to be a wild year. And it's just not that far out now. It's only 10 months away. Thank you, Sebastian Annan. I appreciate you for your orange boy. I love you. Thank you so much. Halfway to Naked Snake, one red boy from a rainbow knot already. Base Bunny says, it's my son, 5-year-old, said he wants to drive the Cyberfrog car someday. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a very fast car indeed. Very, very fast. Can you put NASCAR on something without paying them? No, I don't think so. I don't think you can. But we would avoid any of that. We would avoid any license issues for sure. You know, it's pretty easy. Just don't put it on there. You know what I'm saying? Just don't put any logos on anything that could be drawn back to anything. And that should be pretty fun. Rusty says you're getting to race at Talladega. It's awesome. Are you racing Bush League? Just join the stream. We raced at Talladega 2 days ago. Finished 17th. It was wild. I have a video coming out tomorrow about it, so don't miss it. It's gonna be crazy. Thank you, Fidelio. Love you. Ethan Brian says I need a 6XL. Yeah. I just need a couple larges. That's all I need. Aiken Sloss, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Is there anybody in the chat that's going to be at Dover Friday? I know Zia will be there. Zia Land. So that's going to be fun to meet her. Well, I've already met her, but other people to meet her. And I'm trying to think. Michael Marutz will be there. The NASCAR streamer, Michael Marutz, will be there on our crew. That's going to be fun as hell. I love Michael. So much fun to be had at Dover. And I'm very stressed out about Dover. I'm always stressed out until I make a couple laps. Then I feel better. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Sent it to print shirt and hats and take my money, Jesus says.
Base Bunny Love says make kid size shirts too. Yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be very important.
Yeah, the kids loved it, man. The kids really enjoyed it. And the kid and me loved it as well. Buddha Bear says, hey, Cody, Trash Chickens need to up our game. Could you help us out? Rip off verse puppets on the Zero car would be an epic troll. The puppets on a stock car? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Sky's the limit, Buddha Bear. Thank you. Trad Beardman, where you been, son? Says, well done, Cody. So glad to see all of this happening for you. Thank you, Trad. I appreciate you, dude. It has been wild to experience POV wise for sure. Very thankful that it's getting to happen to me in my life. Because it was my number one dream, and to have it happening is kind of weird. I'm like, I can't. It's overwhelming. Thank you, Trad. I appreciate you.
Are the haters still after you even today, or have they calmed down after seeing this? Because I know there were people who were like rooting for your death, hoping that your car would place last.
Yeah, I mean, they're still there. There's just a lot less of them. It's kind of hard for them now. I mean, like how? Look, I get it, but imagine you're sitting at your desk and you're 38 and your mom's upstairs and she's warming you up with some SpaghettiOs. And she's like, "Oh, I'm warming up your sketties." He's, "Shut up, Mom! Leave me alone!" And he's on and he's like, "No, fuck!" And he's topping and he's shitting on somebody that's like pursuing their dream and doing it on a big stage and just happy to be involved. Like, how do you shit on that? It's you're gay. I hate you. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird. What do you even do? What do you even say to affect somebody like that? Right? It's so hard to imagine how you can affect somebody. I could understand if a lot of these drivers, their parents are like worth $200 million, and that's kind of how they got into the sport. Their parents signed checks and got like, "Oh, we're friends with the CEO of Toyota. Toyota's going to just pay your way all the way through NASCAR." And they get out, they win, races because they're in top equipment, and they get out and they're not even smiling. I could understand how they would be affected by trolls on the internet because they've never had anything negative ever happen to them. But me, bro, I've been through it. I worked retail for 13 years, full time. I've had every old lady spit on me. People threatened to kill me. Had a guy said he was going to wait for me with a 12 gauge and blow my head off because I didn't hold him a PlayStation 4. I had police show up. I've been robbed several times. I've experienced it all. Somebody on the internet saying, "You aren't good at racing. You ain't doing nothing to my ass." I've been through it, man. And for every one person that hates me, there's 1,000 people that support me. So,
oh yeah, that's right.
You can't do anything about that. Speaking of doing anything about it, Psycho Crusher with a $100 super chat. Awesome race. The Cyberfrog car is the best design from the rest and really stands out. I'm glad people think this. It's great.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's already almost like an iconic car. Even with people that are not familiar with my YouTube or your comics or your YouTube, there's people on Facebook saying this is the coolest car I've ever seen, and they don't even know I do YouTube. They don't even know about any of this. They're like, "Wow, that's a great car. That's a great car." I heard my manager. He said that one of the commentators, when he was talking to one of the commentators in the Xfinity garage, and they were talking about how the car looks great and they wanted to get a lot of camera shots of it before our race. And it just so happens that we had almost 10 minutes of TV time. So it seems like that was all kind of planned out. They're like, "Damn, the car looks great. Put it on camera." So we just helped that by getting 3 wide, because there was times in the race where it was just me and a 5-car pack drafting, and they would just show the 5-car pack drafting, and you just see the frog car being just 180 miles an hour. It's cool. It's really cool. So Psycho Crusher, you're on the car for Kansas. Every $100 super chat goes on the car. So I appreciate you. I got you on there, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Love you. Thank you, Psycho Crusher. We have hit a Rainbow Night. Thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. Rainbow Night has been attached. Thank you so much. 100 away from Neck of Snake. Psycho Crusher getting us there. Disintegrator says, "Congrats on the top 20. Had a ton of fun at Dega. It was great hanging out with you again. Dover wasn't so far. If Dover wasn't so far, I'd be there." Yeah, dude. This dude was at Pensacola and hung out with me the whole time. And then I was just sitting there at a table, and he just walks up and sits down, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing here?" He's like, "Hey, man, what's up?" I'm like, "You just showed up to Talladega." I was like, "Awesome, dude." So he's a really good dude. He goes to a lot of my races. So thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Anything goes, says Ethan. "I want a hat like Mint's, but you don't sell them anymore. Why do you deny me?"
Yeah, I can't believe we're sold out of those. I feel like there's a box of them somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it.
Let's see it, man. Let's see the hat. That's a good hat. I like it.
It's a camo comics gay hat. Yeah.
Looks cool. Oh, yeah, dude. Thank you, Anthony. Anything goes. Appreciate you. Johnny says, "My son wants to put Cyberfrog stickers on his cart." What is his go-kart? Awesome. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. K to the Swiss with a $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. So people are talking about Dover. Trey says, I heard that the corners at Dover require easing off the gas, maybe touching the brakes. What have you heard? Oh, yeah, we're going to be hard on the brakes, man. It's a little bit less brakes than Phoenix, but we're going 135 in the corners, 140. It's going to be a lot. It's the track with the most G-forces on the schedule. So it's one of those pass out territory tracks. So it's going to be very interesting. Very excited for that. And luckily, it's kind of momentum based, so we should be able to compete pretty well, even though we're a little down on power. I blew my load on the Talladega car, getting it the power we needed to draft, and it was a good idea because it really worked out. We got a lot of draft. We've drafted the whole fucking race. There was never a time where I was alone. There was people with Ilmore engines, and I was passing them. We were lapping them. I lapped one guy with an Ilmore 6 times. So at Talladega, that's a big deal. So I blew all my load on Talladega, and we'll have the fresh SP2 Cup engine in the car, but it's still probably 20 to 30 horsepower down on the Ilmore, which isn't a lot, but the track's momentum based. So we should be able, if I can really drive the damn wheels off of it, we should be able to do pretty good at Dover. So everybody believes in me. They're all different. I've talked to 3 different teams, and they're like, "You're going to do great." I'm like, "All right, well, I'm glad you believe in me because I don't even know what to think." Thunder Pumper, you going to race at Elko? Yes, I'm racing at Elko. I don't remember when it is, but I'll be there. Thank you, Thunder Pumper. Incoherent Turd says, "Love watching and rooting for you. Great job, Cody." Thank you, Incoherent Turd. I'm actually excited to see the ratings from NASCAR to see where we ended up. I think it's going to be real good because we probably added thousands and thousands of people to that rating. Thank you, Incoherent. I think they run average about 500 to 600,000 concurrent. So it'd be cool to see if that number is a little bit higher. That would be great. All because of the frog car. The frog car, man.
A frog car. It's great.
It is great. It's very cool. And we have the diecast. That's going to be really cool.
Yep. We got that underway now.
Is it still live?
Yeah, it is still live because I was going to close it on Monday, but people said, "What are you nuts? Like, leave it open during his races because you'll probably get more people interested in it." So it is open now. People can back a car for a little while longer.
Okay, well, we'll put that. I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody. If the cars are still left, I think there's 90 left of the ones I sign. I think something like that. So make sure you guys go back a car. I'll put it in the chat real quick because it helps me out, helps Ethan out a lot. Because this is it does look cool, and it is a very cool thing, but it's also very expensive. So don't underestimate that. It's pretty brutal. So I put it in the chat. Go back you a car. Go back you the Heart Sick comic. Back you anything you can see to help your boys out. Helps us out. So I appreciate you guys. Fat Tony says, "I bought one today." Thank you, Fat Tony. Appreciate you, Fat Tony. So yeah, do Chronic. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a lot of wild. All right, I'm very excited. I'm flying into Dover Thursday night, and I will be up at 8 a.m. or I'll be up at 7:30 a.m. and I'll get to the track at 8 for credentials.
No, where's the car right now? The Dover car.
It is on a hauler, and it leaves tomorrow night
from Charlotte,
Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So
where's the car that you just drove? Where's the Talladega car?
It is in Charlotte right now.
What are they going to do? So they strip the what happens to that? Are you going to keep the you should sell pieces of the vinyl
yeah,
wrap.
So I'm going to call tomorrow and see if it's possible. Now, don't quote me on this because it might not be possible, but I'm going to see if it's possible to keep the hood. Because
the whole hood?
Yeah, because they're going to have they have like 1,000 hoods in their shop. So maybe they'll let us keep it. And maybe we can do something with that. That'd be cool. But yeah, I'll call them tomorrow and see. But yeah, it's going to get stripped down probably in like a week, and then completely built for Kansas because that's the same car I'm driving at Kansas. So I'll ask him. It'd be great if they let us have the hood. I don't know what we'll do with it, but you never know.
It's yours, But you should auction it, and just make a little money. Why not?
That'd be cool. Yeah, I do need to bridge the gap with sponsorship because we're gonna have a lot of fast cars moving forward. After that team invited me to join their team, I'm like, well, got to start budgeting this new team's fast cars in because a little bit more. Billy's like, I'd love to have that car. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would. I don't even know what it would go for. I think it could go for something unbelievable. Shit, what did the Sturgis draw went for? Like what, 500 or 200 or something, 300?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's just Sturgis.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Cyberfrog collectors, and drawing a Sturgis one for 300. I don't know. We'll see. I would sign it. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna ever have a chance to see it to sign it, but it should go. It should go for something anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it up.
Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a great idea.
Drawing a Sturgis.
And drawing was great. It captured him so beautifully.
I gotta say, like, when I see Sturgis, that's like I want to draw him. There's something about his face that's funny. I want to do another one.
He just has a very peculiar face.
Yeah. It's like sad, but at the same time mean. I can't explain it. It's funny.
Yeah, he has a good face. He's a very good. He's a guy. He's got an animated face. You can't really. It's nothing bad about it. I have an animated face. I can. Jim Carrey. I have an animated face. But yeah, it'd be great. Somebody said at least 10 G's for the hood. Oh fuck yeah, I'll do that. Let's go.
That sounds great. Yeah, go for it.
That's like 1/4 of my next month right there.
Where is Cecil, by the way? Where is he? Why is he not on the show? You should be discussing his views about what happened. Did he say he would come here? What's the matter with him?
He said, "I'll try to hop on when I get home." And that was
where is he? Home from where?
I think he's
the job.
His girlfriend.
Oh
God, dude! When dudes get girlfriends, they just disappear, man. God, she's got a lot of energy. He can hang out with her some other time.
Yeah, I guess so. Come on, man. Let's go, Cecil. Get home and hang out with us.
Who hangs out with girls on Mondays?
Stop being healthy. Stop having a healthy, normal, heterosexual relationship with a young lady.
Yeah.
Get back on YouTube, dude.
Nobody likes that. Look at me. She's just by herself drawing right now. Don't need anybody. Don't need no man.
Good Cyberfrog with his arms crossed. Great job. Are his arms crossed?
He's just holding. He's got one arm currently. I don't know what to do with his back arm. So I'm just kind of focusing on the front arm right now.
Great job.
Richard says we should make girlfriends illegal because I don't have one. I agree. Make girlfriends illegal. It's like the.
I agree.
Yeah, they're terrible. Unless they're autistic, then they don't have the capacity to be terrible. They're just normal.
It's a different type of terrible. You have to deal with meltdown.
Yeah, you don't want to be around them, but they're not gonna fuck with you and fuck you over because they don't have the capacity to steal all your money and shit. Right?
Yeah,
that's true.
Maine says, "Are you doing ARCA 150 in Ohio on June 21st? If it's on the ARCA schedule, I am doing it. I'm doing the full ARCA schedule. Thank you, Maine's truck, Cappy Davis. Appreciate you. We're running full time. What exactly is the Dover car? Well, let's pull up the Dover car for the boys, and I'll show you. The Dover car is. It's not. Well, I'm sure it's done now, but when I took these pictures, it was not done. It was just being finished. This was right after the guys at the wrap shop finished. So there's still a ton of decals that go on it. And then the setup gets put on it. It'll be real low to the ground. And there's a lot of odds and ends. There's a piece right here. There's a window net that goes in here. There's all kinds of decals that go all over this, all over this. There's valences that go all the way to the ground right here and right here. So it's going to look really sharp and really, really fast and angry. But this is right after the wrap shop finished it. So that's the Dover car. So it's the same exact paint scheme. It's just an 06 instead of an 01. And everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. The people at the wrap shop said it's awesome. The owner of the car, when he got it in his shop, said it was awesome. So they're loving it.
I'm curious. Sorry, I was about to. Why do the numbers change between each race?
Different owners that own different cars.
Okay.
So they own different numbers. The owners actually own the rights to the numbers. So a different owner has the 06, different owner has the 01. At Kansas, I believe we're running the 11. But it's the same team as the one I ran for Talladega. But when you get to Daytona, there's going to be 50 cars to show up at Daytona, so 10 of them go home. So the owners that their numbers have the most owners points, they get provisionals to get guaranteed a spot at Daytona and Phoenix. So that's kind of how it works. So these teams make sure they want me to run the 11, so their owner's points for the 11 gets some points for this race. So when they go to Daytona, they're 9th or 10th in points, and they're going to be guaranteed a spot at Daytona. So that's kind of how that works. So I'll be running the 11 at Kansas and the 06 at Dover, and then I think the 06 at Nashville, and Flat Rock, and then Charlotte might be the 11. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're running a race like every weekend. Just about.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, to be honest.
This is crazy. Once you get to August, it's every weekend. September is every weekend.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of a break in June, but no, actually in the early part of July. You're not racing near the 4th of July. But dude, you are on you're going to learn quick. Like, you're going to get real good real fast because you've got like 16 races coming up.
Yeah. And then 2025, we're going to hit it hard. We're going to hit it really, really hard and see if we can. I'm going to run the whole schedule, hopefully, in 2025. That's my plan. And then maybe do 2 or 3 Xfinity races, which is big deal, big league shit. And see what we can figure out. That's my goal. And yeah, you'll get good. You get better and better and better. It's all honing skills. No matter what you do, you get better at it. And luckily, I've been racing for a couple of years, so I was able to finish 10th at Pensacola just using the experience I had from my last series. Thank you, Queen Bee. Auction that Cyberfrog hood. Bring in that money. Congrats to all. Hell confiscate. Thank you, Queen Bee. I appreciate you.
2 hoods.
Oh yeah, we'll have 2. We'll have 2. Let me ask him tomorrow. Hopefully they didn't rip it off already. That'd be sad. I'd be like, oh, well, there goes that. At least I still have the other one. I know the other guy would let me do it. Mash Lion says gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Mash Lions. I appreciate you. John Porton says, how much does it cost to sponsor the 2025 season? It's hard to say, but it would probably be somewhere in the $300,000 range, I'd imagine. And that would cover almost everything. It would cover all my entry fees for every race, basically. Not my travel or anything, but I'm not really worried about that. But Squid says, just ordered the signed Diecast car. Thanks for keeping the campaign open. Ethan couldn't support it when it was live. Thank you, Squid. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, you bet.
Squid, man, with a car. When do you think those cars will be fulfilled and when I'm going to sign them and shit?
I just now paid for them, and I'm not sure how long it takes. I think 6 months it takes to produce things overseas and then have them brought over here. I promised them for Christmas, so it looks like they'll be in. They'll be in before that, but just barely. So
awesome, good, great. Pastor says, I think we need Malin's Black Riding Hood car. Black Riding Hood.
Yes,
that would be cool.
What was that that comic that was making Shane laugh that one night? Dog. You know the one.
Dog N-word?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure NASCAR would be like, no. Yeah,
that would be cool.
Keith says, where did he say? He said, how much for all that plus travel plus awesome engines for each race? Oh, that would be, I would have an awesome engine every race for that price. Because this was all just very spontaneous. So I did everything out of order and knew. But if you already know going into it, you're going to do the year and you have a possibility of the funding for that number, I would be on that one team all year, basically. I'm jumping around between like 2 or 3 teams this year, and I've already have everything set up. And they all are different fundings, but it comes with a price, right? So if you're on a lower end team, your car is obviously going to be a lower end car. You saw at Daytona or at Talladega, I blew my load at Talladega. You know, there was not a cent left over from the campaign, and we had a fast ass car, so it was a necessary evil. Disco Cobra, my boy, look at this man right here with a pink boy. Says, how's everybody doing today? I missed the race unless I could see clips or something. I'd like to see at least a couple this year. Since I can't make any in person, if you ever had one in the northwest region of Pennsylvania, it would work. Adrenaline pumping. Well, how far away is Dover from you? We go to Dover, Delaware, Friday. So, hey, it's a possibility. Yeah, I'll have a video tomorrow. For the race. Should be tomorrow. My editor said what date I want it, and I said Tuesday, and he said, all right. And we are going to have a lot of really, really cool things going on in this video, so make sure you check it out. Thank you so much, Disco Cobra. We love you. We appreciate you for all your love and support. We are $9 from Naked Snake and $500 from Fight Milk on this beautiful Monday, and we already have Psycho Crusher on the car for Kansas. Don't forget. Awesome. Thank you so much, Disco Cobra. We love you, buddy.
Whenever you hit Fight Milk, I'm gonna put this alcohol in. I'm also gonna join you in Fight Milk. I'm
Oh
gonna put this
no!
alcohol in it.
Oh
I got
no!
I got Wild Turkey 101.
Oh my god! Oh, she did way better the second time. First time I thought she was gonna die. Second time she did great. Oh, thank you, Disco Cobra. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Joshua Lamb has agreed just now to make the Salamandroid car wrap. Just a design, okay? A few designs that you can look at and just see what they would look like if we did it. So it'll be the equivalent. It'll look just like the early designs we got for Cyberfrog. So
awesome,
should be cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll talk to Tim. Maybe we can do something where we put the salamander, maybe make a Salamandroid card, and then keep all of his Tim's stuff on it, so it's like the same thing, and it's just a slightly different design, and do a collab, and then go back and forth. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I can talk to him. He's pretty cool. I don't think he'd mind anything. He might not, but he seems pretty
well.
good.
I mean, tell him he'll get more attention with Salamandroid on the car. So, suddenly people will be looking and say, "What's TimCast?" It'll get a little bit more attention. So
anything to drive more attention is good. Disco Cobra says, "Do Lexington, Ohio, June 24th, ARCA 150." Thank you, Mange. Appreciate you. Love you. Are you gonna be at the ARCA 100 in Illinois? If it's on the ARCA schedule, I'm racing it. Yes, I'm racing every single race this year. So definitely gonna happen. Don't miss him. Don't miss him. Damn you! Don't miss him. He'll make you a beanie. He'll make you put a beanie on it. I don't know about that. The 2024 Dark Horse would be cool. If I was in the Cup Series, maybe. But I'm not. The Cup Series is a lot different. The Cup Series is you have to have like $50 million. And that's what teams accept for a deal for the whole year. Yeah, that's when you have somebody like fucking McDonald's sponsoring a car. That's the difference. And even then, those companies will pull out sometimes and they'll leave. They'll be like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. So, but for ARCA and for like Xfinity, you can get away with a couple $100,000. There's some Xfinity teams that'll do $1 million deal for the whole year. Because the Xfinity gets about double the viewers as ARCA. And then of course Cup gets about double so it's like double. They all get unbelievable viewership. ARCA gets more viewership than Formula One in the US. So that's a big damn deal. Mighty says, TimCast car really a thing? Yep. You'll see it for Kansas. It's already been accepted, approved, and the team has it. So they're going to start building it here next week or this week. So you'll see it. It'll look better than the 3D render. Just like the Cyberfrog car. Cyberfrog car 3D render looked great, and then in real life it looked unbelievable. You saw it in real life, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. When I went to see it in Charlotte. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun having a top tier ride, and the dash was just a tablet, and it had all these like digital little things on it. You could scroll past everything. It was really cool to see. It was cool being in a big deal ride. It was fun. So yeah, Duke Chronic. That's true. Self-promotion is key. What does that even mean? Tim Render was ace, should stay. Tim Render was ace, should stay. It's gonna be a cool looking ride. ARCA's a door to NASCAR. Well, NASCAR owns ARCA. They just kept ARCA as the name because ARCA has a long standing tradition. So NASCAR bought ARCA like almost 10 years ago now. And they put all the regulations and whatnot through, and they just didn't change the name because they were like, ARCA has a lot of history, so we're just going to continue calling it ARCA forever, as far as I know. But yeah, it is fully operated and owned by NASCAR. So that's how that works. There was a deal where this one guy didn't qualify, and NASCAR stepped in and fixed it because he's a big deal. So the president of NASCAR came to the ARCA garage and was like, all right, y'all, we're changing shit. And ARCA was like, okay, yes, sir. Let's do it. So it was a pretty interesting thing. So you'll see. And then Dover, of course, Friday. Don't miss that. $9 away from Naked Snake, 50 likes away from the goal. You guys are killing it today. I appreciate you for all the love. It's because Ethan's here. Without Ethan, none of this is possible anyway. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know. I don't own the Cyberfrog. That changed a lot. That changed that thing. There was not many people taking pictures of cars, and there was every time I looked over, there was a crowd of people taking pictures of the Cyberfrog car.
Absolutely, yeah.
Congrats on the race, Cody. Well done. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, dude. Love you. Dude Bradley says, what is Cyberfrog's name? Character's name? I think his name is Cyberfrog, right?
His name is Trick Ron. That's his alien name. Heather calls him Cyberfrog. I'll spell it in the chat.
Trick Ron.
That's his alien name.
Oh, okay. Well, hell yeah. There you go. The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. Trick Ron. Yeah, actually, I had I was at the race and we were going through tech, and I turned around and there was like 4 people standing there all in Cyberfrog gear. And I was like, this is what's up? And they're like, yeah, we're huge Cyberfrog friends. And they were just taking videos of the car as it went through tech. They're like, this is awesome. And I was like, well, that's awesome. And then one of them was like, why don't you have a Cyberfrog hat on? And I'm like, because I don't have a Cyberfrog hat. And then one of them pulled one out of their bag and threw it over the fence. So this is that hat. So
that's
I just had
nice.
a hat all weekend. It was really cool of them. So yeah. And look at it says Tricker on the back. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
It all makes sense now.
That's pretty epic. I'm liking that.
It was a good story. It was cool. I forget their names, but they were there the whole time. They were great.
Queen B. Queen B. Yeah, Queen B's right in the chat right now, I think.
Yeah, she was right here. There she is. Queen
We
B.
had Mexican. Young Klippa and I had Mexican food with her actually.
Oh, really?
And yeah, we had a little talk. She's a cool gal.
Yeah, we were supposed to go over there, and I was sitting in the driver's seat waiting. We were like with the air blowing on my face, and I blacked out. I was just like, just dead.
Oh, you didn't end up going to the Mexican restaurant?
No, I drove straight home.
Me too. Okay, good. I was like, I felt bad about it. I was blacking out at the restaurant. We were drinking so much, the liquor was flowing. And then Cecil's like, let's go to a Mexican restaurant. I thought you and your family were going to go there. I said, I can't, dude. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I didn't drink that much, but I got a little tipsy because Hunter just kept throwing them at me. Just every time I'd look up, he's like, Cody. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he just pointed at a cup, and I'm like, yeah, of course. But so I got a little tipsy, but then I walked it off immediately. But I got up the last 2 days. I got up at 6 a.m. and went to bed at like midnight. The last 2 days before that. So yeah, I was dying.
Young Klippa had 4 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, and he needed tacos afterward.
This son of a bitch. He was a hungry man.
Yeah. He was walking too much. He doesn't walk that much normally, so he had to get all the calories in. He was expelling.
Yeah, he did good. Speaking of doing good, Master Lions is here with a $100 super chat. Says, congratulations, Cody. Cannot wait to get my Cyberfrog cars to put them next to my Richard Petty cars. Oh, it's going to be sweet, dude. I hope it's okay to say your first name on a stream. First time doing that. Keep being great. Oh, yeah, it's out there, man. You can't hide from it. If you Google my name, it says I'm a professional stock car driver, which is hilarious. I guess technically I am, but it doesn't feel like it. Every time I get out there and there's all these guys on the pit road and they're doing the national anthem, I'm looking around and I'm like, look at all these professionals. And I'm out here. This is stupid.
I wonder how long it's going to take for you to feel like you fit in.
I don't know. It'll be hard to ever feel that way. I still feel this way about YouTube. I'll be on a show with Critical Drinker and a bunch of other people, and I'm like, I don't belong here. I'm just a dumb redneck dude from Alabama, and I'm on these shows. Like when I was on FNT, I was like, I'm just a dumb guy. I'm on all these crazy shows. I was on a radio broadcast at Talladega, like before the race. Did some radio show, and it was on like 95.1 or something in Alabama, some like Alabama radio station. And they were like, how do you feel? And I was like, I don't feel like I belong here. I see all these guys that are professionals and I'm just over here, just Cody, because it's funny because the TV camera came by and was like showing every driver like starting on the grid. And they're all sitting there with their glasses on stoic, just looking off into the sunset. And they get to me and I'm just like, like, woo, what's up, TV camera? How you doing? It was silly. Thank you, Master Lions. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. Let me put you on the car again. The Kansas car, Master Lions. Thank you so much, my friend. You're on there again, as per usual. Every $100 super chat goes on there. Thank you. You could see him. It's actually cool. Let me pull up one of these shots. This is a laid back race stream, by the way. We're just talking about racing right now. You can see it. This isn't an HD shot. This was actually taken by Queen Bee. The Queen Bee, the guy with Queen Bee.
Her husband.
Her husband. I don't remember his name. I think he took this and sent it to me on the TV. And it's just a great shot. There's an HD shot of this now. But you can see the names of all the people that backed right here on the trunk on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool. So that's all the people that backed on the tier on the Indiegogo for that campaign. So pretty sweet to see.
So that guy, the Queen Bee's husband, is the son of Santo from Santo and Johnny. Now, I don't know if you know who they are, but they're pop stars from the 1960s, and you'll know their song. Yeah, this is her family legacy. If you'll share this,
cool. Yeah,
just
like
a true fact about one of your fans.
Awesome, that's awesome. It's such a strange small world. My dad is a welder. He is the son of probably another welder. Buddha Bear says, "I do hope Temple does a beanie car for a race or two. Maybe. I should be flying up there really soon to do Timcast, and I will definitely discuss everything we're talking about, because I mean, I'm pretty sure Tim wants to just help me in any way, shape, or form financially with sponsorship. So I don't think he'd mind doing all kinds of different stuff to, help out. So especially if it's not him paying, so I'm sure he'd be super open to it. So we'll see. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, by the way, guys, because I am about to hit 5,000 followers for the fourth time.
Oh, because you keep getting kicked off of Twitter, or what?
I get kicked off for the dumbest shit. And I know it'll happen again. I'll say something about being a redneck and get banned. I got banned on Twitter. I got banned on my second account for calling myself a redneck. Calling myself I responded to somebody saying, "Well, I am a dumb redneck, so it makes sense." That's what I said. And I got banned for it, for hate speech, calling myself a dumb redneck. I couldn't believe it. And then, of course, I got banned for sharing that satirical tweet or satirical article about the guy that got his house broken into, and then he raped the guy that broke in, which is like ironic. It's funny. So I quote tweeted it and said, "I'd do the same damn thing." I got banned, perma-banned forever.
Wow.
And I had like almost 30,000 followers. So working my way back up again.
I got perma-banned on Twitter for some fucking SJW was coming after me, talking about how I'm a Nazi. And I showed a picture of a guy sucking his own dick, and I said, "This is you fighting Nazis." And I got perma-banned for that. Perma-ban. It's called violence, a violent threat.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
and I fought back every day. I wrote letters to Twitter like, "No, I mean, give me my account back. That was silly." And they finally did. I finally got my account back restored. I'm
on like almost 1,000 appeals, and they just automatically send me an appeal denial within like 5 seconds every time. Damn. I feel like, I mean, it could be violent. I guess it depends on how big his like dick is, right? If it's like huge, that's pretty violent.
It was just a drawing. It wasn't.
Okay, never mind. Damn, look how big and terrible that is. I'm terrified of this thing right now.
Enough to get me banned. That's for sure.
Michael Nair, what's up, buddy? I feel like I haven't seen your name in forever. Congrats to the 17th place finish. Love watching the race. If you're going to go be at the Lucas Oil Arca race, that's my backyard. We're there, son. I'll be, if it's on the main or east schedule, I'm there. I won't be doing the west schedule, obviously, because I don't live in California. But I'll be doing east and main. So.
And he kicked himself. It's our show now, Queen Bee.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes you accidentally click the back. I click the back button.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Oops.
Wait, the stream can still go even if the host is gone?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a headless chicken. I think it dies eventually, though. I think so.
Yeah, my computer was bugging, and I was streaming the other day, so I just turned on the Alex Jones song and restarted my computer and came back, and it was still playing.
Wow.
Perfect. It's beautiful.
That's incredibly usul.
It is, yeah. You could turn the song on, go piss, leave, go get some pizza, come back. I mean, Hassan Piker does it all the time. He just fucking leaves the stream up and just makes money. It's crazy. It's crazy to me how those people exist and have 50,000 concurrent on streams. It's the craziest shit to me. And all they do is like effeminately bitch about politics and have the worst takes on earth. Like the worst take. They'll be like, oh, actually, I think pedophilia should be diagnosed as a condition and they shouldn't go to jail. They should be helped. And I'm like, why would you say this? Kill them all in Minecraft. Hang them publicly. I'll pay to see it. Pay-per-view. Like, what are you doing? I feel like that has that.
I pay to see it pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the justice system's there for a reason. No, vigilante should be okay when it comes to those people. Light them up, baby. Like, if people
love that video of the dad on the phone when the guy, a prisoner, is being walked past him, the convict who raped his kid or something like that.
Larry something.
He just pulls out a gun, boom, and shoots him in the head. And I think he got off too. He didn't community service or something like that. The judge kind of went, yeah, you know.
So it's what you should. It's what it should be legally allowed. Especially if it happens to your child. If it happens to your child, you should be able to like choke that dude out and like watch his light leave his eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be satisfying. Gary Plowshy, is that what it was? That name? Lixario? Oh.
Yeah.
Gary something. Marfin says, what racetracks on the East Coast? The schedule is on arcaracing.com. And just go to the main and the East schedules. They're all over the East Coast. I think almost all of them are. Well, they're not on the East Coast, like the actual coast, but they're all on the East, like part of the Americas. So definitely check that out. But human rights, though, Richard, no, you ain't got no. You forfeit your human rights when you do stuff like that. Yeah, you don't have no more rights. You get wood chippered immediately. And I would love. It'd be so great to see. For some odd reason, I don't like gore videos. I can't watch them. They like they hurt to see. But if I for some odd reason know it's a convicted pedo, yeah, for some reason I can watch them then. I can watch them. Just ground up into like stew. Do it more, please. Please do it more, please, God. Let's look at Mint's progress here. It's looking good.
Thank you. I'm putting masking fluid on it, and I'm about to do the watercolor.
Amazing. Look how cute Ems is with his big old eyeballs and his giant pecs. I love it.
Great.
How does it feel, Ethan, to see Cyberfrog represented in so many ways, especially on like Fox cable, like on mainstream shit?
Man, it's awesome. I really like it. I like the character a lot. I can understand why other people do too. But seeing people do artwork of him in their spare time is just amazing. I love it. Never gets old.
Yeah, I bet it would be. I bet it would be cool to create a character and then a decade or two later see it represented in some kind of way like that. I feel like that would be the coolest thing. You know, it's like the same thing that I'm experiencing in a different like reality or realm, right? Yeah.
Somebody made this cool statue. I mean that like I don't ask people to do this. Sometimes I'm hiring folks, but like look at this. Like how great is it when somebody just in their spare time decides to make something like this. Let's see, pull out a little bit. It's like that's fucking awesome, dude.
That is awesome. And he's on a Vespus guy.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that cool? Like I want one. Like send one to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's wicked.
Yeah, I might have to buy this. I might have to like buy it and put it into production because it's just so cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, fan art.
Luffy is God says this is the most fun I've had on a stream in ages. Positive vibes, great people. You should be the new Jack show. We need to still Dell, and it's perfect. Yeah, dude, it's been a laid back, fun stream. And I've been wanting to do a laid back, fun stream. And there's been a lot of negativity. And look, negativity doesn't really affect me the way it affects other people. It doesn't really bother me. A lot of people have been coming after me lately for various reasons. And it rolls off my back, but it's fun to see every single person in chat positive. Fun to go to a racetrack and everybody's positive. Everybody's hugging each other, having a great time, drinking. it feels like when I was 20 and social media didn't really exist in its current form. It's kind of what it felt like, where everybody's just kind of having a good time.
People are worried about the Jack show. I will be carrying on the Jack show. The current Jack show might be dead, but like I'm gonna do a different version of it. Jack show is going to be me, Dick and Vito, and Mint Salad from here on out. So it should be good. Everybody should be happy with that. Same spirit, same jokes.
Basically,
what do you think, Mint Salad? Good.
Sounds like a great plan.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Thank you, Master Lions, by the way, for your 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you so much, my friend. You're so good to you, boy. Been super supportive today. I love you. Sorry I'm low energy today, guys. Dude, it takes it out. It takes it out of me. Racing takes it out of me. And it was a long race. It was like a record. It was a record speed Talladega race for ARCA, and it was still long, right? Because usually they're 2 hours long. And it was an hour and I think 19 minutes or something, or 30, an hour and 30 or something. We had no cautions. Disco says, where the deep pockets at for 5 mil? They blew all their load on the Cyberfrog car. A lot of people supported that, and we did exactly what we set out to do. We had a great finish, no damage on the car other than a little donut. Did exactly what we were supposed to do, and it all turned out great.
I'm curious, how many gallons of gas can that car hold?
Oh, I don't know.
You're going like an hour and a half at like 185 miles per hour. How many gallons can it carry?
I think 14. Let me see. 18 gallons. 18 gallons, and we filled it up. They get like probably a couple miles to the gallon, and we filled it up halfway through during that pit stop. So we went through 36 gallons.
Oh, hot damn! That's a lot of gas.
And that fuel, I think they use unleaded, a super leaded 114. It's like $12 per gallon. It's pretty expensive. So you can do the math there. It's brutal, absolutely brutal. Good question though. It's a good question. There's a lot of stuff going in. Just a lot says, why didn't you change tires? Because Talladega doesn't really wear down tires that much. It's pretty easy on tires at Talladega. So I don't think many teams change tires at all. At Dover, we will several times, but Talladega, you don't. So you can. I mean, it depends on what if you spin or something, or you lock them up going into the pits. Yeah, you're going to change tires. But yeah, we didn't wear them out at all because cars are really stable. They handle really well, and yeah, they give you really hard tires at Daytona and Talladega because they do not want them to fail. The worst possible thing that could ever happen is Goodyear or General Tire bringing a very soft tire to Talladega, and for some reason they don't make you any faster, by the way. Talladega and Daytona, you don't get any faster from new tires. You can maybe have a little bit better handling, but bringing a soft tire could be dangerous because if you have a tire failure, that's brutal at Talladega and Daytona, right? Because the whole field's involved, and they'd want to stay away from that. K-Rose, greetings from San Francisco. Not many people to get to experience what we can at the races, and it's not a matter of how much gas can hold, but rather how much you can burn through in a short time. That's for damn sure. Thank you, Karis. I appreciate you for your orange boy. Always supporting your boy. 5 blocks away from gold. Thank you. Incoherent Turd says, Cody, you almost got to 15th right at the end. Is there any way you could have done differently to get 15th? Yeah. So basically, we went a lap down right at the end of the first stage because I was still learning drafting, and we were in a small 3-car group, and the group wasn't particularly fast. We were fast enough, but you're betting on 1 or 2 cautions, and we never got any. So it was just a freak thing. So after that, I could only gain 1 spot unless there was another caution to get me on the lead lap, which I was running first in the lead lap or the lap cars. And basically, if a caution comes out, you automatically get your lap back. And I was running in that position for like 20 laps or something, and we just never got that caution. And if we would have, I would have finished probably 12th or 11th or something. I was running 11th in line on the last restart. So that's about where I could have finished. And then, of course, it could have been different because I would have different thought process. If I was running 11th, I might go to the outside and get a run and have people behind me, and it could have changed everything. But the main goal was to bring the car home in one piece. You don't want to race for a big new team and destroy the car out of the gate, because then they're gonna be like, I don't know if I want you back in my cars if you're just gonna make dumb choices like that. So it's kind of like paying your dues, right? You bring all these cars home, you don't cost the team a lot of money. They're apt to let you step back in their cars, and they're apt to give you good deals and step back in the cars instead of charging you. Because if you wreck a car, they'll be like, well, you've wrecked a bunch of our cars, so if you want to get back in this car, it's going to cost you like ungodly amounts of money. So that's kind of how it works. Thank you, Incoherent Turd. So we did exactly what we needed to do, which you'll hear on the actual president of the team got on my radio at the very end and was like congratulating me and being like, dude, you did great. Don't worry about this. But like, he's like, you bested half the field. You did the best on our team. And you did what we asked you to do, and you didn't wreck the car. That's the best thing you could hope for. So yeah, it was great. Very, very good experience. And then I got out of the car and I was worried that people were going to be like, you didn't win. And then Ethan was like, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I was like, thank God.
No, everybody was happy. Everybody was thrilled with your performance. 17th was pretty good. We can do better next time. Hopefully we'll get 15th or maybe 12th, in Dover. That would be great.
It's possible. Yeah, for sure. That's for damn sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Buddha Bear says, I said, not Beanie, I said Boonies. Oh, from his skateboard channel. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Valhalla Waits. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm excited for Dover. We get to do an autograph session at Dover. It's mandatory
for the kids.
Yeah, for like an hour at 2:00.
That's cool.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe you can come along, and since it's your character on the car, so that'd be
maybe cool. I'll bring some comic books because driving down anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I could give away some comics to the kids. Cyberfrog comics.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. It's all about getting people more aware of what's going on. And I think we're doing that in a really big way, especially being on TV for such a long period of time. It's just hilarious. You can see it here. I'll have this on mute, just playing kind of on the side here. You can just see it on the main broadcast. Here I am right here. This car is on the broadcast just all the time. Like you can just see it. Guy trying to go the outside of me, and you can see the bright ass green car. It just stands out really, really well. And it exclusively locks onto me for a long period of time. And keep in mind, there's 600,000, maybe more concurrent viewers on this. Not all in one. It's concurrent. So think of the biggest streamer on earth. It's like over 10 times that.
Wow.
Right? For this portion of this sport. So it gets like a fourth of what the big Cup Series gets. And the Cup Series is the number one sport in America for 90% of the year or 70% of the year. So right there, it just goes straight onto my ass. Just 3 wide. Just Cyberfrog. And you can see it. It just zooms in on it and it keeps following me. The camera just follows the frog car the whole time. Look at it. Just following the frog car.
That's great. Yeah.
Dude, it's cool as hell. And this happens so much in this race. I was actually skimming through it and I was so surprised. I was like, damn, this car is, every time I skim through it, it's on the Cyberfrog car again. And we stayed 3 wide for the solid 4 laps, almost smashed into that guy right there. Would have been devastating. Would have been very, very bad if that happens.
You're right in the middle of 2 lanes of cars. I mean, and you're like the only one pretty much who's in the middle, who's 3 wide, as you say.
Yeah, they were not helping me out at all with the draft, but we were able to stay. I was actually 3 wide for the first 4 laps. They come off of me, but I'm still 3 wide this whole time because I was listening to the radio, and you can see me still 3 wide right there. Here, go on. No, see ya. There I am. Yay! And then you can just skim through the broadcast and see me all the time. There's one really, really cool shot somewhere around here. There I am right there. And there's one where we're in this really fast pack. And this was when we set our fastest lap of the race. It shows this pack come up here in a second. And you can tell we're hauling ass. It's that pack right there. But It zooms in on it really nice here in a second. Right here. You'll just see our pack. We're just hauling freaking ass. Right here. There's the frog car right there.
Yeah.
You can tell we're hauling fucking the beans, bro. Straight up the beans, man. It was great. The video tomorrow is going to be wicked. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm real pumped for it. So
can't wait, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I'm an old man. I gotta get some rest. Tomorrow I gotta take my kids to school. But Cody, man, congratulations. Thank you for having me on the stream. I can't wait for Dover. Me and Hunter will both be down there. And we will definitely do it again. Hopefully we'll even improve on the time. And beers and drinks are on us as usual.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I look forward to it, and I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do this because I don't think I would have raced Talladega without it. So
that is amazing. It's an amazing opportunity. Man, we love you. Thank you for nice to see you, and we'll see you soon again. I hope not at Dover, but eventually we'll have to get together.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Have a great night and have a good sleep.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Mange says Ethan takes Cyberfrog coloring books for kids. Another good idea. A lot of people on the stream have had a lot of great ideas for marketing stuff. Thank you, Mange. Appreciate you. Armagard says Ethan sent a war campaign after Cecil. Oh yeah, fuck Cecil. What a bitch. You gotta understand something. You gotta understand something about parasocial stuff. Like Ethan and Cecil were like arm in arm at Talladega the whole time. Like people can have arguments or disagreements, but when you're friends in real life, it doesn't really mean anything. But a lot of people are online all the time, and they think that their spat or what they are watching and how they feel about it applies to everyone, and it's not like that in real life. I've had disagreements with friends in real life. Doesn't matter. I've had disagreements with people on stream. Doesn't matter. But viewers think that it's like their disagreements online. And when viewers have disagreements with people on Twitter, they get violent. But that's parasocial. It's completely different than real relationships, like Cecil.
Yeah, right? I was dunking on Cecil on Twitter, but as soon as we met each other in person, we're friendly and cordial and buying stuff for each other,
Yeah.
Complete opposite of the online engagement.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's how it should be. That's how it really, really should be. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Like the stream. Ooh, I just ripped my pinky toenail off. Oh my god. That hurt.
Ow.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm playing with my little fan down here and I just bent it backwards. Like the stream. We are farmers 350 from Fight Milk with about 30 minutes left. Maybe Cecil will join here and be drunk and it'll be hilarious. And he can make some more spicy rants. And that'll be fun. So, Shag says he wants to join. Let's bring Shag in.
Yes.
Oh, Shag says, send me the link. All right, we're going to send Shagsworth the link. Talk about racing. This is a racing stream today. It is the Talladega, the recap stream. And then, of course, Wednesday I'll have a normal show like usual. Or Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday I'm on Rosa Codal. I'll probably do early Wednesday. And then we'll do some other stuff. Mick Sandman says, wish I could love the stream. Thank you, Mick Sandman. Yeah, dude, I wish you could have been at the race, Mick Sandman. So much fun.
Yeah.
Dude. So much fun. It was awesome.
So how much training do you need in order to drive a car that fast? Do you need permits and such?
Oh, well, yeah, you have to get approved by NASCAR and all that stuff, but yeah, that's a long process. Very long process.
Very long process.
It's years. Yeah, years.
Okay.
It took me 3 years. So you would want to race full time. In some kind of national recognized series kind of, and then you would send a resume in to leadership, and then they would approve it, and then it goes to NASCAR, and then they approve it, and then you have to go do a test. It depends on what you've done and your age. If you're older, you just need to do a Daytona test. If you're younger, they want you to test at a bunch of different places. So it's a long process, but once you get there, you're good. And as far as driving fast, you just have to learn how to drive fast. It's not like a lot of people that have never driven past 85 miles an hour on the interstate or have and think that's what it's like, have no idea what this is like. To learn how to drive a car fast on the limit is something that some people don't ever get. Like they won't have. Like you're just not capable of getting it. And if you get it, then you have to hone that skill. It's hard to explain. A lot of people don't get it. They think a lot of people make the going in circles joke, which I also love. I do make that joke a lot. But people will think that, oh, like they're sitting there eating their Cheetos and they're like 300 pounds and they're like, I could get in a car and win immediately. And it's like, no, you have no idea what you're talking about. You couldn't. You definitely couldn't. There's a reason why, and there's a reason why Formula One drivers, who are arguably the best drivers in the world when it comes to open wheel road course stuff, they can step into a top rod in NASCAR and not do shit for years.
Oh wow!
Years. They have to get good at it, at oval racing and stuff. It's not a thing you just do, unless you're Gisenberg, which was very interesting to see at Chicago. That was actually really cool to see.
Is Talladega Nights accurate? Like the movie is accurate to the experience?
No, it's a very silly movie. None of the movies are accurate.
Okay, I just
silly.
reviewed it recently. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of silly. It's a good movie though. It's just silly. Speaking of being silly, Neanderthal's here with a $50 super chat, getting us 300 even to Naked Snake. I mean, Fight Milk. Thank you, Neanderthal. I love you, dude, for all your support. You're good. You're so good. Thank you so much. My boy coming in with a pink. It's the third pink boy after Disco Cobra and Billy Hatcher. Thank you so much, Neanderthal, for your constant support, man. Even Days of Thunder. Yeah, Days of Thunder is not accurate at all. It's a great film, though. Days of Thunder is awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But you have to go into it knowing that it's a goofy movie. Because if you hit somebody at Daytona over and over, like you're not gonna just be continuing to go. It's so silly how much they wreck each other and how they just pass each other with ease. Like Cole Trickle's coming through the field and he's just like passing people like they're sitting still. I'm like, that's not how that works. It would be great, but that's not how that works. Elephant says, I'm Gen X. I don't get the parasocial stuff. I just assume everyone's a stranger and I just shitpost and troll everyone equally. Yeah. I kind of agree. But a lot of people, they get really passionate. I feel like online conversations and relationships from a viewer's perspective is very similar to road rage.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, because
a really good way.
There's a person in front of you, they cut you off and you're like violently angry. And if you go overboard with it, you'll either get out of your car and like try to punch somebody or you'll like hit them with your car. But you would never do that to somebody in real life that's standing in front of you that you know, unless like it was a really weird situation. I feel like that's how parasocial relationships are. Like people will be on Twitter and be like, oh, I'll kill you, I'll beat your ass. But if you actually like walked up to them in real life, they would apologize and be like, oh, I don't know why I was thinking that, man. Maybe we should talk about it. Real life is completely different. That's why when you see two of your favorite creators like beefing and then they're just friends afterwards and you're mad that they're friends because you sided with one of them, it's because it's real people. It's not a Twitter beef. It's not a YouTube beef. Speaking of beef, Shag.
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
On Talladega.
Thank you, man. It was the greatest experience of my life.
I can imagine. That looked insane. But
loved it. It was. I was talking about it earlier, and it's hyper gay, by the way. But I was talking about how I was standing on pit road, like against my car. There's actually a picture, and you probably saw it. But I'll pull it up just for context for the peeps. So there's this picture, and that a photographer sent to me. Let's just be honest, he's my photographer. He goes to every race, and he asked me if I want to do shots. I'm like, yeah, sure. And he always sends me some really cool stuff. But he took this shot, and they were playing the national anthem. And I was standing beside my car alone on the pit road in like a NASCAR race. And they were playing the national anthem, something I've watched 1,000 times, right? On TV and like as I was growing up. And I'm sitting on pit road, I'm listening to the national anthem and everybody's quiet and the crowd's, cheering and whatnot. And like there's helicopters flying overhead. And I got like teary-eyed because I was like, I can't believe this is happening. This is exactly what was happening when he took this picture. I was like looking at the flag, and I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. I just can't believe it.
It's not the same thing at all, but when I was my first college baseball game, it was like the same thing. So you're like playing on fields that you only dreamed that you'd ever step foot on, like perfectly manicured, like beautiful baseball diamond. And then, again, it's like one of those, like, it's just there's nothing like it, because it's your whole life you're thinking, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be. The crowd is quiet, and as soon as it's over, it's like everyone erupts. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I turned around when we were there's just people starting to fill in the seats, and I was like, bro, there's people here. There's like thousands and thousands of people. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I have a dozen DMs of people sending me videos from the stands that were there. And it's just really cool. It's a cool experience, man. And if you told me a year ago that I was going to do all this, I would not believe you. So, and it's just happening so fast, and it just keeps happening, and we're doing it every week now. And I'm really looking forward to Charlotte. I can't even keep my excitement like under wraps, because Charlotte's my other dream track. It's Daytona, Talladega, Charlotte. Those are my dream tracks. And we're racing at Charlotte, and I've already signed a deal to have a fast car at Charlotte. Which I should say in the chat, if anybody's interested in jumping on board, you have a company or something, I have 2 spots available. So if you have companies or a company and you want to jump on one of those cars, just DM me on Twitter, ~ Twitter in the chat, and it'll pull it up. That's how I got this all started. Is I just had some people jumped on board, Karis and a tool organizer, and they helped me get to the point where we started the Talladega stuff, and that's what made it possible. So yeah, that's a thing that's available. And then of course Ethan said he wants to maybe do a Salamandroid car and maybe do some more stuff. So a lot of stuff we can do. So speaking of doing stuff, Disco Cobra. See, that's what I hate about certain types of people out there. They see stuff through a lens of sitting on their couch and shouting at the TV. Even with wrestling and other sports, they don't realize the physicality of racing and other sports. I don't blame people. I get it. But I know I'm a dumb redneck guy, but I try to look at things from perspectives. I don't like golf, but I understand that there's an intensive part about golf that people have to learn and hone. I don't like drag racing, but there's a thing that people have to learn and have to get good at too. I respect it. I respect all forms of sport except for the WNBA, and you have to get it's a real thing. So when I see people saying, "Oh, Formula One's better, NASCAR takes no talent," they're stupid. I'm not mad at those people, because I understand that they're not capable of looking from different perspectives. And there's actually a study I read recently where there's a large portion of people in the population that can't look at perspectives. They only look at their perspective, and no matter how much training or psychotherapy or anything that you could try to teach, like people, there's just a giant part of the population that cannot actually grasp different perspectives other than their own. So that's so I don't get mad at those people at all. I get it. Like people will be like, "Oh, you finished 17th at Talladega. That sucks. You should have won. You're a dumbass." And I'm like, you just don't get it. You don't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a trouble with that because of like theory of mind.
Yeah.
Also, it kind of reminds me of like only 20% of people have an inside dialogue, like dialogue going in their like internal dialogue. That's what it's called.
Dude, I have that
internal monologue.
That motherfucker never stops.
Yeah.
I'm like, please shut up. Nope, he ain't gonna do it. No, that's. And there's also there's one where it's there's a giant portion of people that they don't see things in images. Like when they think of things, they only see things in words.
What?
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's like half the population or something. I read this.
Sad.
It's like a study I saw from last year. It was people don't see in pictures and like video form. Like when I think of things, I think of it almost like a video. I can see it in my mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can't, apparently. They just see words.
Wow.
It's weird. Disco Cobra, thank you so much for your pink boy. The pink boys, by the way, are lining up at the gate. Sebastian and on. Oh my God! This is meant you need a 3D asset of that race car? Question mark. Thank you, Sebastian. I love this joke.
No 3D assets, none allowed.
He doesn't believe in them. Look at her Cyberfrog. He's so roll or circly. Love him. Thank you, Sebastian Annan, for another pink boy. Thank you so much, my friend. 200 away from Fight Milk on this beautiful Monday, the 2 days after Talladega. Make sure you guys remember tomorrow, new video coming out, unless my editor just went to sleep or some bullshit. He does that sometimes. He'll be like, "Oh, sorry, brother, I was asleep," and I'm like, "What? What about the money I give you? Does this mean nothing to you?" I did tell my editor I would give him $1,000 if this video hit 100K views. Wow. The tall order. So if you want my editor to get more money for no reason, share it. It's gonna be a wicked video. I have all the audio from my spotter, and it's stressful, man. It is stressful. You're gonna love it. Thank you, Sebastian Annan. Appreciate you, dude, for the pink boy.
What's a spotter? Can I ask? Is it
yeah. So there's a guy. So I have a radio in my head here.
Okay.
So I have in my helmet right here. Let me make myself big, a little big.
And big.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Thank you, Ellie. So proud of you racing. Doesn't matter the place. Thank you so much, Ellie. So here's my helmet, and there's my earbuds, and I have a mic in here as well, of course. But I also got my earbuds.
Oh, okay. They're
somewhere around here, man. Everything. Yeah, you got my earbuds and whatnot, and it's a terrible view. It's terrible. Oh, there we go. So the helmet, and it has mic and earbud and all that shit coming out of it, and there's a guy that's on a giant tower on the front stretch that's like 30 stories in the air, and he has binoculars and he just watches you, and he's in your ear telling you where the cars are around you.
Oh.
So when I'm 3 wide, he's like middle. He's like middle 3 wide, 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 just over and over until I'm not.
You can't even see that? Like you're not.
No, you can't see it.
Oh my God, bro. That would.
Yeah, see, people don't get it. Like,
see, I didn't understand that.
No, okay. You have these 2 giant things that come out right here, and they hold your head in place, and you can't see left or right. You can't move your head.
Wow, is that a new thing? Like that hasn't always been like that, right?
Probably since 2002-ish. It's been about that way. 2003, maybe.
Okay.
When the new seats came out, and then you have a neck brace on, so you can't move at all. And you have a tiny little mirror right here on your left, so you can kind of see, which I looked at it and you can't see shit. Then you have a rear view mirror, and all you can see is like an inch above your spoiler. So you can see the color of like a car maybe behind you.
Wow.
So you just listen to that and you only look straight, and just, yeah, he was like 3 middle, 3 middle, 3 middle, 3 middle, 3 middle, one more, 3 middle, 3 middle, 3 middle. And I was just like, it was crazy, man.
Oh, is that why there's so much tailgating going on in all these races?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just, and sometimes somebody will have a sucky spotter, and it ruins everything because somebody will just turn down on somebody, and just wreck the whole field. It happens, man. It happens all the time. Ty Clifford says, "Can we please get 3-4 dB gain on your guest, not the painter? Oh, on Shag. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Unless Shag turn myself up manually.
I can turn myself up. What is what you said something in on Twitter about like the drafting being so difficult. What was the hardest part about the drafting? Like you weren't like, do you not practice that stuff? I mean, not a bad, No. Oh, okay.
That was my first time. So I was technically when you're at the test, you want to draft. But nothing panned out, and we had a conversation with some people, and they were like, "Oh, let's just try." And so we were approved, and we went out there for Talladega. And then during practice, I didn't draft, ran single car runs because we were doing groups of 6, and I was with the fastest car in the field was in front of me. He won the race, and then it was me, and then like some other guys, and so me and him were the only ones trying to keep up with each other, and then everybody else was gone. And once they're a couple feet away, if their car is faster than yours, like way faster, you're not going to stay with them. So you couldn't really practice it. So my first ever drafting experience was 3 wide.
Oh man,
and it was crazy. But then for that whole run, I was following some guys and trying to figure it out. And I learned that you have to get like a foot off people's bumper to go fast. You can't be a car length away. You got to be a foot off their bumper. And once I learned that, it was on. The second run, I ran my fastest lap. We were running 185 miles an hour for probably 30 straight laps. And I was all I saw was a spoiler and ass, and I could barely see I couldn't even see the lines on the track, so I was just following the dude in front of me. If he would have went
the
to the grass,
biggest boner ever at that
dude,
point.
if he would if he would have went in the grass, I would have went in the grass. I'd have followed his ass. That's how close it was. So yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild. A lot of fun though. And I'm glad if I died tomorrow and I was able to like somehow out of body experience, look back on it, I would be so happy that I got to experience that thing because it was the thing. You know, I've been watching since I was 9 years old. So thank God it happened. I'm just glad it happened. If anything else happens, at least that happened, and no one can ever take it away from me. I don't care what people say about you didn't finish where I would like you to finish. Dude, I'll race at Talladega in NASCAR. Like you can't change that. Nothing can change it.
Never.
And we didn't wreck. You know, so yeah, it was wild. It was wild. So yeah, I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. One of many on Rumble says it's an accomplishment just to get there. Tell them to fuck off. I may not like it, but it's a skill that I'll never have, and it takes a long time to master. It does. It really, really does. All of it's new, and I honestly thought Talladega would be just following people because that's how it is on video games, and that's how it is when you watch it on TV. They're just behind each other, but on TV, when they're behind each other, you don't realize how close they are. When you're in real life, if to get close enough, you have to completely trust the person in front of you, and you cannot see anything but the back of their car. It takes out your whole windshield, so you're just on their ass the whole time. So if a bunch of people wrecked like 10 cars up, you're in it. You're not avoiding it because you wouldn't even see it. You would just see maybe some smoke on the left side of like your windshield, and then you would hit somebody going 180, be over.
So that makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah. It's terrifying, man. It's terrifying. Drew said, "What did your mom and dad say after you finished? If you don't mind talking about." Oh, they were over the moon. My dad like hugged me, and he's like, "You're a real race car driver now." And I'm like, "Thank you." He was like, "That was awesome." Yeah, my dad was really happy. I'm sure he was loving it, every minute of it, because my dad's been watching it since I was little, and I've been watching it. So yeah, they were loved it. It was awesome. Steph says, "You're a professional now." Thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. Where are you going to be able to go to any races, Shag? I don't know. I don't remember. You live in Hawaii, don't you?
No, I used to.
Oh,
I'm in Utah, so if you got to get close.
Oh shit, Utah's like way over.
Is there any races out west? I guess you were in Arizona, weren't you?
Yeah, we were in Arizona, but we don't go back out west after that.
Okay, so maybe next year, if you're racing next year, then once you come out like that way, because Arizona's not far. Yeah,
I'll be racing at Phoenix next year for sure.
Okay, yeah, I totally want to come out. Like I wanted to try. When I heard you were racing back then, I was just like, oh, that would be great to get out there. I'm not a huge racing, like I used to watch it with my dad a lot, but now seeing kind of like your progression and what you're doing, and like you said, you're racing all the time now. Like I would love to come to one of those races and just check it out. And I've heard that being at the races in person is a totally different experience.
It 100% is. You don't realize how fast everyone's going until you're there. And you see the cars go by on the front stretch, and you're like, "Oh wow, they're going like breaking the law of physics fast."
I've never seen something go that fast in my life.
Yeah,
like it's insane.
Except for Raleigh.
That's true.
Of course. No, that's a joke. It's all good. How far away from Fight Milk? 200 even. Yeah, and it does feel like it. It feels like when you're running alone at Talladega and Daytona, you feel like you're going pretty slow. But when you are in that draft and your RPMs are blinking red on the dash and you hear the engine like high pitch, you're fucking flying. You're like, damn, I'm fucking flying, man. At the end of that race, we were hauling ass. Thank you, Carrie. Love you. It was pretty cool. My dad would that's what my dad told me. He's like, "You're hauling ass at the end of that race." I'm like, "Yeah, we were fucking flying." You can see it on TV too. You could tell visibly we were hauling ass. I ran my fastest time was 3/10 off the guy that won the race on his fastest lap. 3/10. That's crazy. So, yeah. Mid to mill says you're right about people who don't understand NASCAR. Whether you're first or 17th, you finish the race. People don't understand the point system. If you wreck, you don't finish. Yeah. And also, I think the best I could have done, given my current experience level, was 10th through 12th. Anything else, they were single file. You're not getting around these guys that have $500,000 in their car, basically. So yeah, I think that was the best I could do. So 17th, guaranteeing I don't wreck. That's I was over the moon. And what people don't understand is these team owners see that you listen to a team order, you got out of the way, you didn't wreck the car, you brung the shiny ass car home in one piece. They can reuse the car, no harm, no foul, money in everybody's pocket. Every team sees that, and they're like, okay, good, this kid can do this. So then your phone starts ringing. I talked to a team today, and we set up 2 deals with real fast cars. That wouldn't have happened if I would have wrecked that Talladega car. I would have never had that conversation today, and I would not have a car for Kansas and Charlotte that's going to be competitive. I'm going to be in a competitive car at Kansas and Charlotte. It's very possible I could lock down a top 10 at both of those races, because the car will be competent. So those things, you have to do those. You just can't go up there and wreck the car. And of course, people don't understand it. They think if they literally think for you're either first or you're last, like the Dale Earnhardt quote. Like they literally think that. It's like, no, everybody has to pay their dues. Gordon fucking his first whole year he was paying his dues, right? He didn't win anything, So yeah, very interesting. Oh, by the way, speaking of very interesting, Neanderthal just went really hard with a $200 super chat. Look at that. Neanderthal with a $200. Let me put him on there. Neanderthal is on the car. God, so many damn times now. Yeah, I love how it's the same people. They're just all down the list, like times 8, times 9, times 8, times 9 on the car. Thank you so much, Neanderthal, for all your love. Thank you. You're so good to me. You've been good to me for years now, and I don't damn deserve it. I don't feel like I deserve a lot of this shit, but I'm so thankful. And also, unrelated, I'm thankful that people like Shag and people like Flawed and people like Krigler and people like Craig from Side Scrollers and people like Melanie are congratulating me and messaging me and saying this is a kick ass, you did a great job. And there's supposed to be some kind of weird divide in the community. And there's people from everywhere congratulating me and be like, this is great to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that's really been cool about this whole experience. A lot of people in the chat or in comment sections think everybody's on this weird, arbitrary, invisible side. And we're all just people, right? Even people that there's been a lot of drama very recently about somebody messaged me and they're like, you need to clear this up. And I'm like, I talked to that person yesterday. We're friends in real life. Right. It's like, it's the internet. Internet's a great thing. These shows are great things. These people in the chat are great people. I've met a lot of these people in real life, but these are real people. And it's what is the common phrase? The internet is not real.
Right. I want to see people do dope shit and do what they love. That's what I want to. That's what I want to see. I don't care who does it. If you're succeeding and you're working hard and you're getting what you deserve, I'm all for it. And dude, you've been working hard. You've been putting the time in, and now you're living your dream. Why wouldn't anyone be like stoked? And I think anyone who's playing the angle that you have to be this way or that is just being shitty. So no, congrats, dude.
I agree. I appreciate it. Madem L says you're one of the most humble streamers I've ever watched. People tend to reach positivity with people like that. It's the trailer park in me. I'll never be able to get the trailer park out of my system. That's why I will cherish this whole year. And if this is the only time I get to do this in my life, I can't be happier. Because this was never supposed to happen. So the fact that I'm getting to do it for a year is life-changing, and I'll always remember it, and I will never expect or think I just deserve more than this. I'll always be, this happened, and I'm happy this one thing happened for a year. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I feel like they think they're just supposed to get shit, and I'm the complete opposite to my detriment as well. You should have saw my conversation with Tim Pool. I was so nervous. I was like, I race in NASCAR and I'm looking kind of for support. And he's like, stops me. He's like, look, dude, how much? And I was like, here's a number. And he's like, okay, let's do it. Done. And I'm like, oh, okay. That was unexpected. Because I'm just a normal ass guy. Why am I here? Why am I like, it's not something I'm good at. I need to get better at it. NFL, I love you, dude. Thank you so much. You got us a few cents away from Nuggets or from Fight Milk. I appreciate that, man. We got 15 minutes left. Before I let Mint go, will you be done with your oil paint?
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Awesome. Well, make sure you show everybody full screen before you do that. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Grifty says, I'm gonna need you to beat Malcolm in the middle at least once. Oh, I'll beat him once for sure. Yeah. He had a fast car at Talladega, man. And also he had a lot of experience. He's raced at freaking Daytona and Talladega like 4 times now. My next race at Daytona and Talladega, I will be on point, knowing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'll be in people's ass. I'll be up their ass trying to get that checkered flag. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. A lot of people down. I think is that you saying that on Twitter? You didn't race enough, and I racing no too. Yeah, a lot of people are like, hey, do you do iRacing to prepare? No, not at all. I haven't played iRacing in 11, 12 years. And there's this common misconception, especially among people that play iRacing a lot. They think that it's like real life. And it is. As somebody that's played iRacing, I've raced probably over 1,000 races. I think I've won like 50 races on iRacing. It is not even remotely in the same realm of the same thing. The only thing it simulates in any way, shape, or form that is helpful is breaking points at road courses and some short tracks or maybe mile tracks. Other than that, nothing translates at all. And people will get mad at that. I'm not saying Down did. I'm saying people will get mad at that and they'll be like, oh, that's not true. And I'm like, I race in NASCAR. I honestly, I can't. It is not even close. And if it was, there's people that would have came from iRacing and won immediately, and they're not. There's a lot of kids that do come from iRacing, and it takes them 5 years to get up to scuff, just like it would for anybody else. But so iRacing obviously doesn't prepare you. And Dell Jr. said the same thing. Dell Jr. Somebody was like, "Hey, can you use iRacing to prepare for races?" And he's like, "Nope." He's like, "I actually don't play it during the season because it messes me up." He's like, "I don't want my driving style changed at all." So
physics of it, like at the very least, like trying to control that giant car at 180 miles an hour, like you can't simulate. I mean, I guess you could simulate that but even still, like you're not. Like you said, there's no periphery that you're messing with. So
yeah, exactly. It's just not the same thing. Wish it was, but it's not.
No.
It's fun though. I love it. The iRacing's great. It's a fun racing deal, but it is definitely nothing even close to iRacing. What is these super chats right now? People are going crazy. Disco Cobra. Oh my god! 12 likes from 600, by the way. Says one line that comes to mind is from the movie Twister. One guy says, "Ordinary man spends his whole life avoiding intense situations." Then Dusty Philip C. Hoffman says something like, "Unordinary people spend his whole life getting in intense situations." Love Twister. Twister is an amazing film. Yeah, God, I love Twister. What a great movie. Bill Paxton, rest in peace. Love him. Also Philip C. Hoffman, rest in peace. Great actors. Great movie. I watch it like once a year at least. So thank you. And then now they're making Twister 2 for some reason. And I'm like, you can't even, dude, the CG in Twister 1
still holds up.
Just looks like tornadoes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't you just do that again? And they're like, no, man, it's gonna suck. It's weird when you watch CG. I think it's because they mix practical effect with CG. But when you watch something like Jurassic Park, and the practical effects are amazing, it just looks like a damn dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like when I watched it when I was a kid, I thought dinosaurs were real. I thought they brought back dinosaurs like with cloning to make the movie because I was stupid.
Yep.
And now you watch a Jurassic World movie and the CG is offensive. It's just so silly.
Yeah.
It's all so silly. It's like a car. I don't know. I don't like it. Just seems like we're going backwards. Thank you, Disco Cobra. I love you. Except I will say Pirates of the Caribbean's Davy Jones is fantastic.
Oh, bro. So good. But again, mixture of practical and special effects. Yeah,
it is beautiful. Just a beautiful freaking CG job. Thank you, Disco Cobra. I love you. Well, they had Bill Nye, and they used all of his facial movements and everything.
Yep.
So thank you, Disco Cobra. And his eyes. When they had zoom in, when they had close up shots of his eyes, they would use his real eyes. But when they did kind of like far away, a little bit far away, they would use CG eyes. But when they got real close up, it was just Bill Nye's eyes. Thank you, Disco Cobra. I love you. I appreciate you, man. Let me put you on the car. Hold on. Let me do it again. Disco Cobra. Disco Cobra. God, I'm so hungry. Thank God for Fight Milk, huh? I hate wasting my hunger on Fight Milk. I hate every time I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. I need to get off stream and eat. And I'm like, damn, I got to do Fight Milk. And it's going to tear my stomach up and I won't be hungry anymore because I'll be sick feeling. Fight Milk, it looks like a year and a half ago, Fight Milk started really making me sick. So I have to like, I take Fight Milk and then I take 4 ibuprofen and I lay down for like 30 minutes. Every time. Thank you, Disco Cobra. I love you. But the show must go on. Thank you, Disco. Trad says, I broke my heel, so I can't make Charlotte. I think I can make Bristol. Bristol's going to be great. Please come to Bristol, Trad. Thank you, my friend. Ty Clifford says, I have to dip out before the end, but I've watched you for years and enjoy your content. Take care of you and your guests and the audience, and good luck on racing. Thank you, Ty Clifford. I appreciate that so much, my friend. New video tomorrow. I know I've taken a step back from YouTube. You know, I talked about retail stuff for years, and I still love that stuff. But man, I can't. I'm not home. It's so hard to do this shit right now, and I have to commit to this NASCAR thing. It's just this is the only chance I have to build some memories and be able to, like, when I'm 80, I won't be like, damn, I missed an upload. You know, when I'm 80, I'll think about racing. So I have to do it, and it might kill me in the end. It might destroy my channel, but I will have racing content every single week of my races. I know it's not going to translate as well. My old racing content did really, really well, but the algorithm knows what I do, and they don't like the racing stuff. So I implore you to share it. Share it. I keep burping. I implore you to share it on all your social medias. Like it and comment on it whenever you see it. It will be up tomorrow by 2 p.m. probably. If we can get those videos to 50 to 100K a piece, it'll all take care of itself. So just share it on your social medias, comment, and give it some love. Because the Talladega video is going to be crazy. There's so much footage, man. So much footage. Thank you. Speaking of pink boys and red boys, Master Lions, pink boy says you deserve it after all your hard work. Keep being you. Thank you, Master Lions. It has been a lot of hard work, and a lot of bruised egos and a lot of money. But we're at the end of the rainbow now, and we're getting to reap what we or benefit from what we built. So thank you, Master Lions. I was racing my blue car that I bought, wrecking it, getting it rebuilt, wrecking it. And then I wrecked it like 3 more times, and I just rebuilt it in my garage with Bondo and a welder 3 times. And it looks great. I did a good job. It doesn't look as good as when Aaron Brown did it, but it looks pretty good. Thank you, Master Lions. So that was the goal. Fight Milk, you non-wrecking biznitch. Thank you, Darth Chaz. Appreciate you. The only way it could have been better or equal is if I would have got spun on the front stretch and then flipped and then hit the catch fence and like just in a ball of flames, and of course didn't die, but like it was just spectacular. That's the only way, because that would have been a highlight for like 10 years. But I did the next best thing and had hard racing and like 3 wide fucking shots for multiple laps, so you can't beat that. I mean, look at this. Is the main picture on Arca's all of Arca's like social media. This is the main picture right now. Ooh. The actual sport.
Ooh,
they posted it on their Instagram today. Arca did.
Damn.
Yeah, and my happy ass is right in the middle of it. So
car just looks awesome, man. Like that is a flashy ass car.
Yeah, this dude on the bottom, Greg Van Alst, won Daytona last year. The girl on the bottom, Amber Balking's like a female racing superstar and like Instagram model and fitness model. And I am Cody in the middle and this sandwich. So it's just funny to get featured on everything. You know, they love the car. The car looks great, so they love showing it. So it's been really cool to see all this shit. Been like really enjoying it.
I think half of this is showmanship, though. I think that's one thing you have, right? Is that you're good in front of the camera and people like you. So when it comes down to it, like I think half the battle is you being out there and not being like a stuttering mess. Like you're good in front, and that's
Oh yeah. I did that radio show and we had a great time. I was just goofy as hell. I was just being a goober. I was just like, it felt like a stream, but it was like a radio show.
yeah.
And I was just telling stories about working at Piggly. They were like talking about racing, and I just started talking about how I worked at Piggly Wiggly, and they were like laughing and cutting up, and we were having a great time. So yeah, and then there was people like messaging into the radio station and like talking about it. So it's funny. So that's one thing I'm good at is talking and just having a good time because I'm kind of dumb. Can't help it. Just can't help it, man. Down says it'll never destroy your channel. You built a badass community here. I'm genuinely interested to see how you do. Thank you. Well, I agree. I'll always have my boys, like Carrie, Mick Stellar, Eyeball Nunya. These people have been around for years. Ivan Hopkey down there, been here for years. Michael Nair. I know they won't go anywhere. They'll always be here for me. But last year I had like a record year. My streams were unbelievable. They were just crazy as fuck. And that's going to go away a little bit because I won't be able to stream as much because I'm going to be on the road every single weekend until October. So yeah, it's going to get brutal. It's going to get very, very brutal. So it's what I got to do. And hopefully we can lock down some more sponsorship to make it to where I can pay my mortgage going through all this shit. So if you have a company or anything like that, reach out to me on Twitter. And we can make a deal and get your logos on my car. They'll be on the Timcast car. And then there's a lot of stuff we got to discuss in the future. So there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. Eyeball Nanya says, "See you in Kansas, bitches." Are you going to Kansas, Eyeball Nanya? That'd be fun. Yeah, dude.
Is it too much to do like mobile like lives and stuff? Like take like a little setup crew, like, and then like a little care package type thing, and then set something up the night before or whatever. I mean, not that's going to add to your plate, but is it something that might be?
Yeah. I take my laptop everywhere I go, but then I just don't do anything because I have to get up at 6 a.m. and go to the track and debrief or be briefed, get credentials, and then every hour there's like a meeting or something. Ethan streamed the entire time. Mint streamed the entire time. I should probably do that. I just don't think about it because I'm like in the zone. I don't know how people do it. I'm like, all I think about is what's in front of me, and I can never like clear my head to do that.
Yeah.
I probably should. But I would love to just stream in the car when we're racing, but can't do that because Fox. Fox is like, no, you can't do that. Sorry, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're like, no, you can't stream to your channel because that would take viewers from us, and we don't like that. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is, man. This is how it is. So yeah, do a gaming stream, Camelot. I've been thinking about that, but I can't find time to do anything anymore. And I'm not saying there isn't time. I'm just saying that any free time I have, I spend it like mentally preparing. I could probably do more, but by the time I get to the race day, I'll probably be drained, and I don't want to be drained, man. Yeah, somebody could grab my phone and stream the whole time and just follow me around. That would be a good idea. But then I'd have to have a person doing that. And I don't want to like put that on anybody. Maybe Billy Hatcher. You follow me around, Billy, do stuff. Make sure you guys like the show. We got 4 minutes until Naked Snake and then Fight Milk, and then I'm done. And thanks so much to Ethan Van Sciver for not only joining this stream, but also making all of this possible. Without him, we would have never had any of this happen. He made it happen at Talladega and Dover. So thanks to Ethan and many more in the future, hopefully. And then, of course, everybody else, Tolganizer and Karis and everybody that's helped me get there the rest of the way. So a lot of stuff in the future. So it's going to be great. I'm excited. But yeah, Shag, you need to come to a race.
Yes, sir.
You need to make it happen.
Okay.
Come to Charlotte next month.
And hail Comic Skate.
And hell Comic Skate, of course. Yeah. Rakin, are you coming to Rakin? Not in the chat. You're coming to Charlotte, yeah? Rakin said I'd follow you around the stream. Of course you would.
Yep.
Are you coming? You said you were going to try to come to Charlotte, wasn't you, Rakin? That'd be fun. That'd be great. I'd like to see you. And you'd actually get to see me race this time instead of just getting drunk outside my hotel room. Zalashi says, are you going to Bristol? Yeah, I'll be racing Bristol in September. Gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm excited. So excited. I'm gonna try, Rakin. You better try harder. Damn you. Invite Amber from Race on the stream. Amber has a lot of contractual obligations. I don't know if she go on my streams. You know, she probably thinks I'm a pleb, bro. And I do. And it's true. I agree. I am a pleb. Let me see if I have a glass. I don't have any. Do I have eggs? Where am I? I don't know what I have. I probably don't have any eggs ready. I'm going to go get some eggs and some milk and a glass, I guess, too. And then get my fight milk ready. Mint, tell everybody where they can follow you, followed by Shag telling everybody where they can follow you as well. I'm going to go get some eggs real quick. 2 seconds.
All right. Well, I do daily movie reviews until October 17th. Because I'm ending on that day specifically and switching to weekly movie reviews because it's 777 daily movie reviews in a row. I'm switching to weekly then. And you can find all of my social media sites at autisticboobs.com.
Nice. You could find me on YouTube, on Twitter, pretty much any social media network with under at the Shagsworth. I talk about political, cultural, and nerd culture. I do one-on-one interviews with people I want to get to know. I just did one tonight with a friend. I'm actually scheduling an interview with my dad. So if you care about what my dad has to say about me, that's coming up here in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I like to talk about nerd culture. I don't really, my channel's kind of all over the place, but yeah, come out, check my channel at the Shagsworth, and that's it. Hope to see you guys soon.
Cool. I'm going to be focusing on making a comic book. That's why I'm switching to weekly daily movie reviews. Just so you know. Oh, I forgot to plug my YouTube. YouTube.com/ASC Presents. And also comic book reviews will be coming out as well. I have a few out there already, but once it goes to weekly, for sure, definitively, weekly comic book reviews. Well, he's not back. What's your opinion on eggs?
Eggs are great. I've been eating eggs every single day for the past 2 weeks.
How do you like eggs cooked?
Depends on the day. If I'm doing steak and eggs, I'll do them over medium. If I'm just eating them with a little cheese, I'll scramble them.
Okay. What do you think about over easy eggs?
No, it's too runny. Over medium's just
runny?
enough. Yeah, it's just enough like run, but a nice little solid center.
Okay. Do you like dip your eggs in any sort of bread or something to take the yolk and soak it up?
Yes, if I do, I've been cutting back on the gluten, like the carbs. So
all right,
if I do that, I will mop it up. But since I've been doing steak and eggs, I'll mop it up. I'll mop up the egg yolk with the steak. Oh, bro, it's so good. Love it.
Oh, fun.
I'm so hungry right now. It sounds great, and I'm about to ruin it right now. So
I gotta grab fight milk, so I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm like, man, I can't wait to get off here and eat, and then I realize I'm gonna be sick here in a second, so I won't be able to eat. Oh, lost my phone. Why is it on the floor over there? All right. Yeah. Also, thanks to Ethan Van Sciver for this right here. He put Cyberfrog on the back of my helmet.
Nice.
And I got a bunch of signatures from people that were there. So probably put this in my trophy case next to my one trophy. And yeah, could auction it off, but I don't think I'll do that. I'd like to have a helmet collection. This one's going to expire this year, so I won't be able to use it anymore.
They expire?
Yeah, they got a 5-year shelf life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got expandable foam inside the helmet that deteriorates. So, yeah, unfortunately. DJ Alabazambazon says, Cody, bring the car to H Huntsville Expo next year. Bring Ethan. Drive it right to the Von Braun. I wish, man. That'd be hilarious. Nathan says, it's been a minute. Love y'all. Thank you, Nathan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Almost died. Don't forget, guys. Tomorrow, new video. It's going to be crazy. Billy says, can I have the helmet, bro? If I got rid of this helmet, it'd be for like 10 grand. It's sentimental, man. This is my first helmet ever. And it has all these signatures on it. And I mean, there's a price for everything, you know, because 10 grand would help. That would get me one more race. And I'm always thinking in race amounts. Like, when's the end of my career coming? I'm thinking like, here's how much funding I have for this many races, and then it's over. Right. So right now I have the end of this year, and then it's over. Unless we figure something out, which I think we're gonna have some cool ideas soon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, Mint's drawing looks beautiful. Look at it. It's a play on my picture, her drawing. So it's a play on the picture of me standing there with my hat that says Cyberfrog in front of, and looking at the American flag. Hers is Cyberfrog standing there holding a hat that has my name on it. So it's like reverse. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Which event is September at Bristol, by the way? There's a few that month. There's only one ARCA race at Bristol this year. And it is, oops, I didn't mean to click that. Schedule. Bristol. Bristol is September 19th. September 19th. I wish they'd update the points. See where I'm at in points. Actually, no, they did. Never mind.
Give me napkins. Napkins.
I went from last to 62nd in points. Yay.
How do you get from ARCA to NASCAR? Is it just a points thing or like money?
Yeah, money. NASCAR is NASCAR owns ARCA.
Okay.
So they already own it, and it's the same exact approval system.
Okay.
So basically, it would just do that. I would just pay for my Xfinity license or whatever, and then you would just race in Xfinity.
Okay.
So once you get approved for ARCA, you're pretty much, there's a few little minor steps to race in something else.
Okay.
But it's mainly money, yeah. Of course. So unfortunately, I wish it wasn't what it is. It just is. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Real quick, big shout out to all the Red Boys tonight. You guys are crazy as hell. We almost had 100 super chats. That's wild in a 2-hour freaking stream. Psycho Crusher, I love you. I appreciate you. Master Lions, we love you. We appreciate you. Disco Cobra, my boy, and Neanderthal with a big $200 super chat. One away from a red boy night. We did have a pink boy night. Sebastian, Disco, Neanderthal, Disco, and there's 2 more, I think, right? Or is it might be Billy Hatcher? Yep, Billy Hatcher. 5 pink boys. Appreciate you guys. Did you get your milks?
Yes, I got my milks. I think I filled it up too much, and it started exploding when I opened it.
Story mode.
Yeah, so I got my alcohol, my milk,
Okay.
and my egg here.
Okay, now put it down for a second so I can do naked snake so you don't have to hold it. Wait, I mean, you can like, literally put it down. There you go. She just took it out of frame. Oh, sorry. I'll get it out of frame. Okay. Still holding. Squid says I work night, so if I get no sleep, I can make the Kansas race in May. I can definitely make the Illinois races though. Hey man, get on it, doggone it. Come to Kansas. Kansas is gonna be. We're gonna have a fast car at Kansas. So, one of those things is where as long as I don't knock the wall down, we're gonna have a good car. Thank you, Squid. I love you. Trad, Bristol's the day before my birthday. Well, I know what you should do on your birthday. Barb gifted 1 membership. Thank you, Barb. Appreciate you so much. We're gonna do Naked Snake, or I'm gonna do Naked Snake, and then
I'm gonna do it too. I just gotta get changed.
Do you have something on under it?
Well, I gotta get changed, and then I'll get
Okay, go do that. I'm about to say just titties. I'm like, oh well, we're all banned forever. Pulled her titties right out in front of God.
Myself a drink, so I can do something with you guys. I'm not gonna do a fight milk. I'm gonna do my own little drink. So
sounds great. Let's get on it, doggone it. It's gonna be awesome. Man, getting naked. Yeah, okay, that'd be hilarious. My last stream was the best stream. The naked stream. Rosa Codal. Let me see here real quick. Sorry guys, I'm looking at something on my other monitor real quick. Can I rate Epic Mike? Why is he not on my list? Let me see if I can rate Epic Mike. It'd be fun. Epic Mike. He's a good dude. Epic Mike. Nope, he doesn't have raids on. This son of a bitch. How could you, man, Mike? How could you do this to me? I guess we can raid. Fuck, I don't know. Penguin 0. Probably let's do King K. So fuck it. He'll be going real late. Squid. Just Google the tracks. Sleep is for the week. Going to Kansas. Hell yeah, dude. I hope you guys go. If you can get a garage pass, do that so you can come see me. Because if you're in the stands, obviously you can't cross the track or you'll get hit by a car and die. Thank you, Squid. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are still super chatting. It's crazy.
All right. Now I can unzip this properly.
Thank you, Squid. I love you. I appreciate you, my man. Squid coming in with the gold boy, and Wookie be bad with an orange boy. Bro, so glad you brought on Shags. Congrats on Tally. Thank you so much, my man. Love you. I appreciate you. Absent-minded says, Ricada still alive? Yeah, I talked to him yesterday and today, actually. Thank you, Wookie. Bad. I love you. Orange boys, they are just flying off the shelves today. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and support. You're good to your boy. Thank you. Oh, interesting. Wow. Wait, what did I say? Oh, different Cody. Sorry. I'm just reading shit. Wow. Weird. I'm looking at the points and I'm beating several people that have 2 races and I just have 1. That's funny. In the main points. Thank you. All right, Shag, you're back. I was looking at the wrong screen. All right. I'm going to do Naked Snake, and then we'll do Fight Milk, and then we're going to get the hell off here and raid queso. Get on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Thank you, Carrie. I'll scroll up here in a second. Thank you, Carrie. Or DM it to me. Thank you, Carrie. Much love. Thank you. Here we go. This is the 298th time in a row. Alan Jones already on the damn program today. Look at this man. Look at this man right here. Thank you, my friend. We love you. We appreciate you. Like the show. Spam it until we get to 700 likes. We're almost there. Let me take my headset off so I can put my headband on. Here we go.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'm melting to you.
Hey, Zeus. Here we go, boys.
Fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Oh, yeah. Look at Mint. Oh, my God. You guys ready? Here we go. In my time. Oh, even Shaq doing it. Shaq's looking jacked, son. Hell yeah, dude. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. Look at Shaq's beard. It's beautiful. I'm still in a dream. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate all you guys so much. Yeezy Spaghetti coming in. It's like we're strippers. Just ones, bro. Look at me. She's just jiggling. She's so silly. Thank you, Jesus. Shaq's pulling out the hair, bro. Amazing. Thank you, Jesus, for your $2. Appreciate you, my friend. Steph coming in. Another one. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate you. 298 Naked Snakes in a row, boys. Appreciate all the support and all the love. We got one more titty jiggle. Wait, I didn't do the titty jiggle. Oh, my God. I failed. I'll do it. I promise. Zelashi. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Lord Narco Wookie's in the chat. Look at the blue boys today. We're still in a dream, boys. Oh, my God. Amazing. Here we go. Thank you, Jesus. Narco Wookie. Here it is. We're doing it. The titty jiggle. To end all titty jiggles right here. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you. Amazing. 50 likes away from goal. Most likes I've got on stream in like a month. I appreciate you guys so much. Now it's time for the illustrious Fight Milk. Exciting times ahead. I gotta make mine. It's right here, real quick, and then we'll go. Got my egg right here. Egg number 1. I always get them all over myself, which sucks, but it's whatever. They're like it's all gritty and gross. And now egg number 2. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Egg number dose. All right, cool.
Can we race to see who can drink the fastest?
I feel like you beat me last time.
I'll lose.
It's always a race. Well, I just gotta see. We gotta see again.
And now, to be fair, I put a lot of this shit in here. I probably shouldn't put so much, but I always do this. All right, here we go. Here's my Milky Fairlife calf beat milk. It's the best kind. It's got a lot of protein.
Fairlife is good milk.
They beat their calves, but I'm fine with it. Fuck those little calves. Beat them harder. As long as the milk is delicious. I'm gonna just use up the rest of my vodka over the next 5 milk because it's actually technically supposed to be vodka, but whatever. I've never used vodka, and vodka seems to blend well with it. I always use whiskey, and it's brutal, which is what I think she's using Wild Turkey 101.
Oh yeah.
So enjoy that. Here's your vodka for the day. Luckily, I'm not hungover or anything. Because last time I did this, I was hungover, and it just made everything way worse. Beaten milk's the best milk, Mick Stellar. All right, boys. It's time for 5 milk. I think we did it last stream, actually. So this is the second 5 milk in a row, I think. We're 4 likes from 666, boys. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you guys for all your blue boys, all your support. Everybody on Rumble that I minimize the chat because I'm mean. Appreciate you guys all over on Rumble. You're always so good to me as well. A lot of fun. New video tomorrow. Gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so crazy. I filmed like an hour of footage for it, and plus the broadcast is gonna be in it, and plus the radio communications, everything you can think of. So don't miss it. Share it if you want it to be successful. Make sure you share it. And if you want my editor to make $1,000, get to 100K, and I'll give him $1,000. So, or get to 90. Stop. That's actually what I prefer. Elephant says, "Don't honk." Thank you. Oh my God, Mal. Why do you do this? You scare the hell out of me every day. My husky just busted my door. And he's huge, right? He's not a chihuahua. So he jumps on the door and it slings open and hits the wall and scares the dicks off me because I have this bright light and I can't see anything over there. And then I see his blue eyes. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, leave. Leave. Thank you, Elephant. Here we go, boys. 5 milk for the boys. Not yet. Mint, stop.
I'm waiting.
We got to, you do it when I say, because it's got to be a drop of the beat. It's got to look cool for the stream. Here we go, boys. The illustrious 5 milk again. I think for the second stream in a row. I might be wrong. Don't forget video tomorrow. Don't forget Friday. I'll be in Dover, Delaware, racing the General Tire 150 Dover. Gonna be awesome. If you're gonna be in Dover, let me know. We'll get you in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Chadwick Myers, love you, dude. Appreciate you. Closing in. Don't do it. Stop. She wants to do it so bad. She's like, yes, let's do it. We're closing in. We're about 8 bars away now. 8 bars. 6 bars. 4 bars. 2 bars. Here we go. Let's do it.
Got it.
Woo! Oh my God.
Oh man, it's been a minute since I chugged anything.
Ooh, easy. Easy. I think I prefer vodka in this. It tastes like ice cream for a moment until it tastes like alcohol again.
Who won there?
It was all pretty close. I actually don't. The chat can tell you. Oh God. I got
second.
My egg rag.
So sure that's an egg rag?
Somebody said Cody got it. Cody got it. Yeah.
All right, well, 1 for 1.
Anything goes, says Mint won. Just simping. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You simping right now. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. We're 25 likes away. I need you guys to spam that like button. Spam it for Shag, for Mint, for Ethan and SCIVER. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate you guys. So much fun. We're going to raid Let's make sure he's still alive before I say this. Why is Post Kang's not live? We're gonna raid, I think, King Queso. He'll be going on out. He's playing Forknot. Forknot. Give him some love. He's a good dude. I love watching his show when I'm hanging out. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again to all the people that drop red boys and pink boys, orange boys, blue boys, gold boys. You guys are awesome. I don't deserve your love, but I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you get pumped for the video tomorrow. I'll see you on Queso's show. Say Cam Raid in the chat. Let's go.